Skipping. Urgent message.
Weisenstein, what's the kind? I guess you're not up and at 'em yet. This is me. You may call me with the message. Alright? Thanks. Bye.
Skipping. Urgent message.
Trying to get a line to call you. It's been, so problematic for some reason tonight. I can't get a dial tone to call you. So this is like my fourth location, and the phone went through. I could have talked earlier because it was right there. So if you haven't gone this week, call me back. Thanks. Bye. Just wanted to say goodnight anyway. Alright,
Urgent message.
Hi. I hate that your phone keeps rejecting me. You must have a really bad connection. Anyway, I don't know. It's 11:42. It's not even late. So if you're not asleep, call me back. Right, bye.
Skipping. Urgent message.
This is P. Please give me a call when you get this message. It's just not even about being negative right now. It's about sorting out some very serious feelings that I had for you, and not being able to reach out and touch you and talk to you when I think it's necessary, when I deem it, emotionally necessary to talk. Not being able to do those things, I was not ready to subject myself to that type of, and I was not able to endure it. And I think the way you're responding is just making it even worse for me. So I need to talk to you with regards to that, and just, maybe the talk you suppose that we should be having, that needs to take place then, obviously. I don't know. Your reaction to everything is really disappointing. And I need to talk to you. So call me and don't be acting like that towards me. That's probably the situation, how you normally deal with it, but that's just not going to work. So formulate your thoughts, processing and all that, whatever you need to do, and call me because I want to talk to you. I'm so falling in love, and it's not a good thing because I know that this is ultimately not going to end. It's not going to happen. So I need to talk that through with you. I need to express that to you, okay? And if I haven't said enough already, that's just where I am, so that you know. Bye.
When I started listening to your show, I realized I don't need to be part of no gang against females. All I need to do is know what it is to be a man, and
Hey man, I just want you to know that your show done changed my life, man. Man, I am serious. I was that nice guy, but then I went out on the block, man, and I was like, I just upped my game and was like being more alpha and being more of a stand-up guy and just taking care of myself.
Yeah, now I know.
Man,
I listened to your show and I was like, what does it mean, Until I bought your products, understand, listen to all the diss you gave me, and yeah, that's what it is. Some people talk about, it's like they're 60 on the list.
Man, I'm going to tell you like this, man. I just when you called me, I was listening to it now, and you get this natural high from it, he kind of sparks you up. It kind of gets you going, and it gets you to feel good about yourself. Like it's about to be 160.
You take your characteristics that you know about yourself, and you work on those, and you improve those, and you develop a belief system in yourself that nobody can tear down. And that's basically I can apply it to every aspect of my life, not just with women. You can do it with your employment. You can do it with sports. Basically anything you want to. And it gives you a strong belief in yourself.
Dean, if I had your information a few years back, man, I would not have gotten a divorce. I promise you that. And I even say this much. With what I know now, with the mind state I got now, man, I've got texts from my ex talking about this is strange. I didn't put these words in her mouth. She said, Ken, I really respect you.
Robert Frank, and you're listening to the manmindset.com dating help for men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
I'm Tyrone, and you're listening to the manmindset.com dating help for men with your host, Steve Dean Williams. So get on board, long dick style.
This is Debo. Steve the Dean Williams. Give me your chain, punk. Yeah, sleep with your lights on. I still got the bicycle. Much love, Steve. Do what you do. God bless.
Yo, cupcakes. This is C.T. Fletcher, and you're listening to the Man Mindset Dating Show for men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
Yo, listen up, young player. Steve's got the remedy. For all your dating questions, the game will set you free. Hey, you wanna know about the game, you wanna be in the know. Yeah, teaching you life as a man, help you to stick to the code. Yeah, and we just keeping it real. Pulling these women is really a skill. Know how to talk and know how to move. Leveling up and we help you improve. You got the number, you look like a player, you seeing the success. Hey, closing the deal, that's really major, but what do you do next? Hey, we here to help, no need to worry, little homie, so don't stress. Helping with life, more than tips and giving advice. I know you gon' like. It's time for your elevation. When it come to love and dating, we got the keys, let's get you rolling. It ain't no need for waiting.
I love the way you suck my dick, bitch, and lick my balls. I know there'll never be another one like you, never at all, yeah.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Dean. Class in session for all you guys out there. Gentlemen, we have a good show for you guys today. Guys, do not forget, for all my dogs out there, we're going to be doing a live show at 2:30 in the morning for all you guys overseas. So we just want to say thank you for all you guys out there. Those that have taken the time out their day to do the thing that we always ask you to do when you get a chance, and that is to like, subscribe, and hit the notification buttons. We appreciate each and every one of you guys out here. Guys, if you got a question, please put a Q. If you're texting a woman you need help, put a T. And you can call in at 833-859-8744 is the number. And we are here. We're going to be talking about Tracee Ross, man. And this thing that she's going on, this tirade, and we're going to show you guys out here that this is why learning the game is so important. But also, what we want to do, say for you guys out there, we're going to be doing probably 2 or 3 hours. But I do want to say that we're going to be we got the brand new YouTube short. We dropped that today, and we're having some more reaction videos for you guys. So we're going to start bombarding you with more content as well. So, but let's get into this right here. So I want to show you what came down the pipe, and I want to show you what's the reason why I'm doing this, because this woman, and we're going to go through all this. We're going to go as much as we possibly can through all this, but I'm going to play the clips, the things that like said, whoa, wait a second. We have to talk about this and discuss this. But I do say for all you guys out there, if you guys have a question or anything like that, outside of that, you can ask questions or anything like that dealing with yourself. We'll be happy to answer those questions for you guys out here. But let's go into what it is that she said, man. And she went on Michelle Obama's show. Now I love her in Black Mirror. What is it? Black Mirror. Yeah, I watched her on an episode of Black Mirror. I enjoyed that, or her on Black Mirror, but all this other stuff that she's saying is just crazy to me. So let's go ahead and get into what she's saying. Here we go, guys.
So that, because I had to ask myself that question. I was like, what is this about?
Yeah.
Because I want a partner. And so often, and it's not just that I'm.
Gentlemen, Gentlemen, this is the problem with a lot of women out there. And this is why it's important that you guys understand the levels of the game. But for you guys to understand the levels of the game, you have to understand reality. Most of these women live in a reality that they are special enough to call the shots. And there is no such thing as a partnership when it comes to relationship. We're not partners. And a lot of women will push that agenda on some of you guys saying that, you know what? I'm looking for a partner. That means I'm looking for someone that is 50. No. And I'll tell you why. It can't be a partnership. It is your last name. It is your ring. And it is your bloodline. And it cannot be 50-50 based off of that. She must earn those things. So how is it that it's 50-50 when she has to earn your time? She has to earn your attention. She has to earn your respect. She's got to earn certain things. So when she sits around and says this stuff about partnership, I had to stop right there, but that's crazy. Let's keep going. Here we go.
I'm older. I'm also very embodied. I am a full, very whole person.
Yeah. And listen, guys, I always tell you guys, this is, we don't knock women. They'll never be full and whole. And the reason they'll never be full and whole is based off of their emotions and their insecurities. One line breaks them on their face. One strand of white hair breaks them. And it doesn't make them bad people. But when they sit here and say that they're whole, they're not whole. It's the lie that a lot of women tell themselves. And it's okay if they tell those lies, but this has nothing to do with us. But these women are not whole. That's not true. Here we go.
Who knows myself, who is in charge of my life, and who lives a very full, just robust life. So it's not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I had to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous? There's that. But a lot of men my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have been raised in a culture where there is a particular way that a relationship looks.
Guys, I can't make this up. Gentlemen, this is what we are teaching you guys out here. We got to talk about this. We're going to talk about this, break this down, guys. Got questions, but the biggest weapon that you guys have, okay, isn't ego, okay? It's power, okay? And the power that the world does not want you young men to have, okay, is that they don't want you to have the power of understanding who you are. In a world where power defines worth and loyalty, gentlemen, loyalty, this is the currency that your ruthlessness as a man and not being nice and kind and sweet and looking for a partner. See, they don't listen. The world, I keep telling you, the world doesn't want you to know your truth. The world doesn't want you to realize it can be you above all things. And, gentlemen, that's not just a motto. That's law. That's law. Break the law of me and we don't get mad. We disappear and leave you. Physically, mentally, completely, period. So what she's seeing is that it's a threat to women when there are people out here like us that try to tell you young men out there your value, your power, and your worth. They see that as a threat. But I'm gonna keep going. We'll keep playing. So I'm gonna get to the whole video, but I just want to let y'all to see this clip. But listen to what she's saying.
And anything that starts to smell of that for me, I did enough of it where I was controlled and felt like I was a possession or.
Oh, gentlemen, when have we ever told you to control a woman? Everything we teach you, gentlemen, is through free will. Free will. We give women free will. If you're going to mess with me, this is how it's going to be done. There's no wiggle room to this. And as I say, for all you young men out here, I think that people don't understand is that most people think that they can go to a company and try to set the rules of how they thrive in that company. It doesn't work that way. And gentlemen, I've always said to you guys, you are the CEO of your company. So what is she talking about? Let's get to a little bit before we grab the whole thing.
Or whatever those things were, or prize, and I have no interest in it.
And okay, but listen. Now look, I'm never going to say a woman at 51 cannot find love. I'm never saying a woman at 51 cannot find their person. But at 51, you cannot give a guy bloodline and legacy. See, a lot of women, I won't say all, I've always told you this. I used to tell you this back in the late 90s. I used to tell you when I was podcasting back in the day, the late 90s, on 56, plugged in 56K modem. I used to tell you guys this all the time, okay? And what I'm saying is that hold on a second. You're saying, and now you're going to say at 51 she can't give advice and you ain't. Well, wait. So, young lady. Whoa, yeah, young lady. It feels like I'm hitting you somewhere, and it feels like you're a little upset and mad. And as I said before, whether you're mad or not, and what you feel and what you don't feel, Soul Walker. It seems like if you're a woman, I guess, because a woman is saying this, is that a man doesn't need you. You're not special, Soul Walker. And this is not about me. This is about what you women do. From 18 years old, when you throw your hat up in the air, and you go into life. Gentlemen, I've always said this, and I've been saying this since the late 90s. Women will take two pathways. One pathway, they will use their body to have fun, party, have a good time. Now, please, guys, I say this is their life, and they can choose what they want. And a lot of women do that, okay? They party, they use their body to get dates and dinners, and free meals and all other stuff. That's okay. There's nothing wrong. Then there's women out there that use their body to lock in a man early on. But then what happens to a lot of women who are having a good time, having a party and all this other stuff, they start to feel it a little bit. And then they still start to do it. And again, because we're in a different time and age, so past the 20s, into the 30s, and then they do is they listen to women on the internet. They listen to the Beyoncés of the world. They listen to all these women out there tell them that you're fabulous at 30 and you're fabulous at 40 and you're fabulous at all these things, right? And you don't need a man. You can do it yourself. You don't need a man. That's the agenda they push on these women. So once a woman like this woman right here, who is probably, like she said, she's been sucking and fucking, and now she's 51. And what a lot of women don't understand is that you can't give a man a legacy. You cannot give a man a bloodline to transfer his information to his sons or his daughters in his death to carry the family name at 51. And if you women, and again, if you women are 51 and y'all are in your panties like Soul was, then I'm sorry to say, I didn't tell you not to suck and fuck in your 20s and 30s. You should have thought about that before you decided to think that this was going to happen for the rest of your life. I can continue to do what I want, party, go through men and go through all this because as I said, for all my dogs out there and everyone listening, that all you women, even this bitter one that was in here, this bitter ass woman right here, this bitter one, even this bitter woman, she can still find somebody that will deal with her. But see, they don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want that. Man, nobody is going to want, okay, Erica, let's do the math, baby. Erica, do the math. Erica, do the math. Do the math, Erica. Who wants to roll their parents, okay, at 51, having a baby through the IV and all other stuff, whatever. Who wants to roll their parents in a wheelchair to their high school graduation? Everybody be like, oh, are those your grandparents? Oh, nah. That's my mom and dad. Huh? What? I thought they were your grandparents. No. That's my mom and dad. See, my mom was just running around doing whatever she wanted to do in her 20s and 30s, then kind of try to clean herself up, make her sew her pussy back up and all this other stuff. And now they had me and fucking 18 years later that, look, bam, you know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, and that's why we always say for that, okay? And no, and GW, there's nothing wrong with dating older women and smashing older women. It's just that you have to have an understanding with them that, you know what, if we're together, we're just fucking around. I'm not gonna date you. I'm not gonna marry you. You can't give me kids. You can't give me a bloodline. So all we can do is smash. And I'm not saying for 51-year-old women not to go out there and let your hair down and smash. Go right ahead. But the problem that the world has, is, and what we'll show you, is that Michelle Obama should not have podcasts like this as a first lady, a former first lady, where she's talking to women about things without giving them correction, and there's the problem. But let's get to the basis of the whole entire thing, and let's get it. And guys, got a question, please put a Q. We got y'all covered. Lines are open.
It's sort of innocently sweet, and it's not so hard over the head. Like, can you stand alone in a room?
That's why I like the question, because I would ask that all wrong.
Right. That's just the
Get enough rest last night, old lady? The bar would not have
several boyfriends were your teammates, or
yes,
they
acquiesced. They ended up marrying. It worked because
frightens me for you.
I'm saying, you're playing like.
Here we go. We had to get through all the hoopla. Guys, got a question, please put a Q. We got y'all covered. Anything dealing with the game, anything like that, we got y'all. But let's continue. Here we go.
10, and now your lip is split. So we digress.
Yes.
Because
That's okay.
No longer are we dating people?
No, but I am.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
I was like, Tracey's, my girl.
Yeah.
I mean, the tales from the road.
And I do bring.
And as I said for you guys out there, this is why women need structure. Michelle should be going to hospitals. She should be quiet and in the background. But as I keep telling y'all guys, this is why manhood is so important, because women should not do this. And look, it's their right to do it. But if you're going, and let me show y'all guys out here, okay? All right. So what I say for all you guys out there, if you're going to, all you guys out there, for your women, if you're going to do podcasts with women, please do it in an honest way. Because there's no correction here when people are doing all this stuff. There's no correction whatsoever. So let's listen to what they have to say. Here we go, guys.
I bring stories home. I bring back to Michelle
stories. I'm like,
stuff.
what's happened in the last several months?
And it's always eventful.
It's always good.
Well, the thing is, I stay open.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably more
way open.
Yes. Oh my God, that sounded so wrong.
I didn't mean that, Mom.
My heart,
your family,
my heart stays open.
Your heart
more open than it should. Yes. Yeah, that was hard.
All right.
More open than it should be, but I do date, and it's a fascinating adventure out there, you know. Mostly though, I think there's really good men out there. I think to a certain extent, I'm a very unique sort of unicorn of a woman.
Guys, we're not. Ladies, ladies, please understand this. You know we're not Manosphere Red Pill. We don't lock it. Ladies, if you feel what you feel, please, there's nothing wrong with feeling like you're a unicorn. Ladies, I say it all the time. But if you're not under the structure of a real man, you're not going to understand this. And sometimes, ladies, and I say this for all you ladies, where you go wrong is that when you create a lie and a false reality, you begin to live on that lie thinking that you are more than what you are. I'm not saying, listen, I'll say it again for you ladies. If you feel like you are a unicorn, feel that way. But if you notice a lot of women that feel like unicorns today, and then they get turned down or something like that, then they what you call it, man? What you call it, man? It's just I can't make this up. This can't be real. This can't.
And so it's gonna take a unique person. And in the meantime, I have really learned how to live my
No, stop. It doesn't, gentlemen. It doesn't take a unique person. As I said before, gentlemen, this is not about being unique or anything. This is about a man that has a standard, gentlemen. Your uniqueness, gentlemen, is in the standard that you have, okay? All you guys out here, your uniqueness is me above all things. That is going to make you guys unique. Thank you, 30 likes, Jay. Appreciate it. Thank you, 30 likes. But me above all things, gentlemen. So as most women don't run into individuals that have that attitude. And as I said before, that's not a motto, that's law, okay? They've never met a person that's not trying to take over their world. He is the world. And it's the world that he has built from itself. And if she wants to exist in your world, then she has to prove that she's worthy of it. So, guys, if you think about it, most women don't or never are around men who think like that. So, gentlemen, she's right in what she's saying. But a lot of people do not, nor do they ever lock in with someone like that. And there lies her problem and her issue. Let us continue. Guys, lines are open, guys. If y'all want to call in, we got y'all covered. But check this out. Let us continue.
My life and enjoy it and not sit around waiting. I was saying to someone recently that I'm one of the first generations of choice, and it's not anymore, which really, there was a window and that has shifted. And I do think that that's going to change dating for women so much.
You would, when you mean you've been the sort of the product of choice.
Yeah, like the assumption of Roe v. Wade and the ability for a woman to find her own delight and pleasure and choice around how she navigates dating or how one would navigate dating. And we're in a different world now. And I'm curious what that will look like. It frightens me for younger girls because of many reasons, obviously. But even with the systemic protection of Roe v. Wade, I still was coming up against the cultural norms of being a choiceful woman and owning my own body and my own choices and what it is that I'm looking for in a relationship and the ability to negotiate in a relationship what it is you want the relationship to be between the two of you, as opposed to what society says it should be.
Well,
that's different.
I don't know that we're gonna lose that. I think women, we're used to having a say in our lives. And I don't know whether
okay, gentlemen. Nobody is saying that women don't have a say in their lives. That I want to stress that, because this is what the game is all about, guys. You can have your life, gentlemen, but again, if you want to be with a real man, you got to prove you're worthy of it. And that's the problem, gentlemen. With all the average guys out here, women are so used to force those guys to have to prove themselves. And they've never been around a real man to say, you got to prove yourself to me. I'm not running behind you. And I'm not going to kiss your ass. Okay? And you can be smart. And you can be independent. And you can be prideful. But in your universe, guys, your universe as a man, that's not enough. A man is not looking for his person. A man is not looking for his partner. A man is not looking for equal in anything. He's looking for somebody that actually fits in his world, everybody, in his world, okay? And that's not true. That is not true. It's a false statement. Again, that's a false statement. There's nothing wrong with you talking to a woman. It's that when you learn how to be a man, Iggy, when you learn how to be a man, then you're going to have more pride in who you are. You are, again, guys, I want to show you what the problem is. This is why women think that they are above all things, because people like this give women the power to think that they're running things. I just want y'all to understand something. Y'all see what I'm saying? Guys that just want to pack it in and be soft and weak and effeminate. And that is why they're moving that way. And that's why they're thinking that way. Let's get back to what she's saying. Here we go.
The whole movement is about sort of reharnessing us, you know, whether is it really about,
and can that really work?
Rights? Can that really work now that women are educated and we're being raised differently? I mean, the truth is that fathers are modernized.
Yes.
Right? I mean,
mostly
they are.
Well, okay. And I agree. I agree, man. A lot of them are, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean you have to be, gentlemen. Listen, gentlemen. Listen, all my guys, listen. Just because your dad might have been weak and soft doesn't mean you have to keep the line. Remember, the thing about bloodlines and legacies is that it can always change. You don't have to move like your father did just because your father was soft and effeminate. That doesn't mean you have to move that way. So she's kind of right on what she's saying, but we're not talking about your father. We're not talking about your grandfather. We're talking about how you need to move now as a man. Because when you guys get and become that man, all these two women on these panel would change their tune for a real man. Here we go.
You know, and if you were to ask the average man, how are you raising your daughter? Because you love her. The average father that loves their daughter wants them to be excellent, you know, and they want them to have opportunity and freedom. I mean, when you think about you don't want your daughter saddle marrying some guy that chose her because.
Now, wait, stop right there. Now, look, I'm not sticks and stones here. Y'all remember how many years ago? Y'all remember the Obama child smoking and doing all that fucked up stuff? Y'all remember the Obama child? Y'all remember? You remember her daughter? Y'all remember that? I don't know when it was, guys. It was years ago where her daughter was out there doing a bunch of stuff, smoking and drugs and stuff. They was partying. Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? So how are we gonna sit here and see what I'm saying? Gentlemen, let me tell y'all something about women. You can tell your daughters whatever you want to tell them, but when they are older, they're going to do what they want until they are around a real man. They're going to change how they move. If you look at Barack, no knock on Barack, because some of y'all love Barack, I'm just saying that why did the daughter act out the way she did? Because the father didn't show any strength in the household where the mom was running everything, and the daughter felt that I could do whatever I want. And then she's got to listen to what she's saying and look what her daughter was doing. And I'm not trying to get messy. I'm just trying to get y'all to see why when women get together and there is no man to correct things, this is what I always tell. Let me blow myself up on this one. Gentlemen, you remember I told you the world and algorithm is going to do everything they can to push out bad information to keep you in your mental plantation. And this whole thing that y'all hear right now between these two women, one who is not a good mother, who can't really calm her daughter down, and then you have another woman that's 51 years old, doesn't matter how old she is, that is going to think that she can call the shots of being with a real man. And then you got somebody in between them that they're saying, all right, well, we've got to do checks and balances. So let's put a puppet of a person there that looks like a man who more or less kind of likes other men. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see how they push agendas? But let's keep going on this. Here we go. Let's check it out.
He just didn't think about anything else and
who believes that her body is his choice.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So I don't think a lot of leaders are thinking about that. You know?
Well, and they haven't been asked to, because I think it's not always a context that if it's an area that you don't have to think into.
Right.
But I think there is it is a genuine regular thought process for me.
Southern Charm, that guy's Craig. Is he married to a woman? Southern Charm. Is that his name is Craig? Is he married to a man? The way he sounds, I'm sure he's not married to a woman, Southern Charm. If that guy, Craig, if that's his name, he can't be. Oh man, come on, stop. Southern Charm, stop. Come on, girl, stop. Here we go.
It's one of the reasons, I mean, we've talked about this, that often I date younger men. And a lot of it is because...
Let's stop on that, folks.
Oh my God, we had a great dinner. We had a great dinner, by the way, where across the table, your husband goes, but why? And I said, well, maybe because I can.
Yes, Parish. This is what I'm saying. Tales from Tracee's...
And real quick, gentlemen, and shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to all y'all that listen to the show. Appreciate all you guys. Listen, we are doing reaction from this. But gentlemen, if you have a question or anything, we got y'all covered. Lines are open. But, you want to know what made American Idol such a good show when it first came out, or Shark Tank such a good show, or any Gordon Ramsay show such a good show? Because real people have to be in to give checks and balances. You see what I'm saying? And without a Simon Cowell or Mr. Wonderful in the middle of those two women talking, all the feedback you're getting is indoctrination of bad information. If all those that ever watched American Idol when it first came out, you would have Randy and Paula like these two people, right? And then there was Simon, the balance, the person everyone hated because he was honest. And it's the same thing if you guys watch Shark Tank, which I tell anybody that's going to start a business, you should have Shark Tank. You should watch Shark Tank religiously. But if you ever watch Shark Tank, they have a guy named Mr. Wonderful who is also a straight up asshole. That's where you get good quality because you get fair and what they call fair and balanced. But this is not fair and balanced right here. This is like a slumber party for women that is going to tear down men. Here we go.
It's fun. It's very fun to share.
Tracee tale.
But
I'm sorry.
But one of the reasons, though, that because I had to ask myself that question, I was like, "What is this about?"
Yeah.
Because I want a partner, and so.
Why isn't he saying something? Why isn't he saying, wait, Tracee? Y'all see that? Why did he say, wait, Tracee, you can't be a partner to a man. There is no equality in a marriage. Tracee, are you going after his last name? Yes. Okay. Are you going after his sperm? Yes. Are you going after his ring? Yes. So where's the equality? Where's the partnership? But do y'all see what I'm saying? He's just sitting there. Oh, he just, Michelle. Do y'all see what I'm saying? The problem is, but see, the world doesn't want you guys to know your truth. And that's why we have shows like this all the time. They see the world doesn't want, again, as I said before, the world doesn't want you to realize your power. Remember, they said it the best in the Tudors. Always tell the king what he should do, not what he could do. Because if a lion learned his own strength, no man would ever be able to control him. And I'm trying to show you what you could do when you learn the game and learn who you are. Do you see what I'm saying? As a man, we're not looking for equal. We're looking for someone who fits us, not someone who challenges our throne. She has to be what dreams. She has to be what I deem worthy. That means aligning herself to my vision. There's no partnership in my vision, my name, my code, my empire. There is no middle ground here. And this is not being misogynistic. It's showing you guys value the word. Gentlemen, either she is going to orbit around my motherfucking sun or you let her freeze in the dark, and that's the game. And that's what these women and what these three women, unfortunately, are discussing without checks and balances here, gentlemen. Look at this. I want y'all to soak this up. Got a question, put a Q. We got y'all. Y'all can ask about anything y'all want, but we'll continue this. Here we go.
Often. And it's not just that I'm older. I'm also very embodied. I am a full, very whole person who knows myself, who is in charge of my life, and who lives a very full, just robust life. So it's not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I had to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous?
There's that.
There's that. But a lot of men my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have been raised in a culture where there is a particular way that a relationship looks.
Right. It goes back to the beginning that we were saying, gentlemen. A way that it does, okay? No. Southern Charm. She needs a man. She just has never been around a man. And I think she has Southern Charm, but she's about to talk about a man right now. I don't think she's been with one, but she sure as hell talking about one.
And anything that starts to smell of that for me, I did enough of it where I was controlled and felt like I was a possession or whatever those things were, or prize, I have no interest in it, and I will not do it again.
I'm sorry.
No,
Craig.
I was going to say, So it's a generational thing. So it didn't matter how you met them, or is it just
I'm
kind
not
of the
saying-
guys
that's
you're
sort of-
meeting?
That's obviously
Too big of a
it's a
generalization.
generalization,
Yeah.
but because I have dated men my age, there
Yeah.
is a difference. There is an openness that occurs with a younger man around whether it's gender fluidity or not even having an issue with homosexuality. I mean,
Do y'all see what I'm talking about? Do y'all see what I'm talking about? I keep telling y'all, you have to be careful about the algorithm and the agenda that they push on a lot of you young men. She talked about homosexuality. So if you guys choose to be homosexuals, we're not here to judge you. But if you notice what is the red pill and manosphere pushing? An agenda to declaw you, defang you, and be more effeminate than masculine, right? So we just have to be careful about what we listen to, guys. Here we go. Guys got a question. We got y'all. Here we go.
something as basic as
Right,
that,
yeah.
that there's
No, I
times
hear you.
where I'll be, sitting across the table from somebody and just like, what did you just say?
Yeah, what century are you?
Like, oh my God.
Where's your horse and buggy?
Yeah, like, I'm so sorry.
And your bedpan.
Yeah, for real.
Chamber pot.
See that? Trying to dig. You see that right there? See that? You see that right there? When a woman has the structure of a man in her life, gentlemen, they're not going to move this way. Gentlemen, please let me explain something. This is why the program is so important. When a woman is on your program, she is a representation of you. And how she moves is going to come down on who you are as a person. Because if Barack was that guy, Michelle wouldn't even talk this way. Michelle would be correcting everything Tracee is saying because she represents the man that has given her instruction to understand that what you and I are talking about right now is not, this is women talk, but girl, you got it all wrong. My man has shown me that you cannot have a partner. My man has shown me there is no equality. My man showed me I had to work to get my man. My man showed me I had to do everything I could to prove to him I was worthy. And once I was worthy, he showed me how to be more ladylike. He showed me how to move like a woman. He showed me how to behave. He showed me that if I wanted to act out, I had the freedom to act out. If I want to run around and take Instagram photos, showing my ass and my titties, I can. If I want to go to the club and hop around and be noisy and boisterous and all that other stuff, I can, but I'm going to lose him. He told me, you can go out and date and do whatever you want, however you want, whenever you want, and try to plaster, put our business on the street. You got the right to do that, but you won't do it with me. And see, that is what we're talking about for all you guys out here, that she is not she is representing him in a bad way, but women don't represent real men that way. If she has a podcast, she's a representation of her man. So she must move. Listen, gentlemen, let me explain something to you guys that used to happen. We as kids, we used to always get our ass whipped before CPS came in and took out the belts and made y'all in timeout or whatever. But the thing was that our parents always stressed this. You better behave like I'm there with you. Because you never know when I'm going to pop up right there. But you better behave. When you go outside that door, you're representing me. When you go outside that door, you better represent me and behave correctly. Because if you don't represent me, oh, that's your ass. No, Diddy, that's that. Oh, you going to get it. You going to get some. I'm being dead serious. And what I'm saying to you guys out here, is that it's the same thing with the women that you are rolling with that's on your program. Even when we're not together, you need to move and behave yourself as if I was there. Not meaning you are going to be there, because we're not insecure or anything like that. But when you, right, EL, when you set that standard and say at the end of the day that, look, this is how it's going to go down. You go, hey, if you want to go out, have a good time. Don't mess up my name. My name is all things. Do not mess up my name. Do not embarrass me or you're gone. Do not do anything to disrespect my name or you'll be gone. You see what I'm saying, gentlemen? This is why there can't be a partnership. There has to be a woman taking submission and realizing she's with somebody that is going to give her structures and standards, not of a woman, but of a lady. Now say it again, not of a woman, but of a lady. Let us continue. Here we go.
Yeah, your chamber pot, like where I'm just like, yeah, this is not a match.
Yeah.
And I have long been past the age where I feel like it's my job to teach somebody or grow them up.
Yeah.
That I'm not interested in. So, but it's interesting. I mean, there's so many different philosophies on dating, and I have come up with mine. I have come up with what works for me.
Wait. Again, ladies, I said it before earlier, and I'll reiterate that. Your age doesn't matter, okay? To you, okay? You can find somebody at your age. I do say that. I'm never going to say you can't find somebody. But for 51 years of her life, she cannot find him. And she is single. And she's got the nerve to say that she has a philosophy? Boy, we got to hear this. Guys, lines are open. Y'all have a question, please put a Q. Lines are open. We got y'all. Here we go.
Me and what makes sense for me and what feels safe for me.
Yep.
You know, I mean, like I'm not on dating apps. I have friends that have great success with dating apps, but that's just not something I'm comfortable with.
So you're meeting folks in the wild then?
You're meeting folks in the wild, huh? You're meeting folks in the wild.
What is this? What? Can't make this up. I'm sorry. Here we go.
That's the only way for me, or someone sets me up, or I meet them at an event. I meet someone. It's usually people that also have a level of recognition that they, you know, have as much to lose as me to a certain extent.
No, everybody has something to lose. Stop that. All right. This is her foofy. She's not an A-list celebrity. She's more of a B or C. She's more B or C. She's not really A-list. Y'all know what I mean. She's not the Denzel, the Brad Pitts, the Tom Cruise, you know, even Will Smith. I don't like him for smacking Chris Rock, but the A-listers, The Rock, you know, those things. She's, you know, she's kind of not movie worthy, but she can be in movies. But I saw her, she's in a brand new Black Mirror, so she can do television like she did Blackish and things like that. But she's not an A-lister. But the way she's talking about is that, and this is where y'all guys got to correct a lot of women out here. I don't give a fuck if you guys, I don't care if you are a security guard. I don't care if you work at Walmart. I don't care. Listen, gentlemen, I don't care what your job is, no matter what your job is. Any woman that tries to bully you with their job, because listen, doesn't matter what your job is. I don't care if she's a doctor. I don't care if she's an astrophysicist. I don't care if she's a lawyer. I don't care if she's an engineer, a president, a CEO, vice president, CFO. I don't care if she's on the board of directors. When she gets with you, that hat comes off. That hat comes off. And you are just a mere woman. And that's how you guys have to do that, okay? That's how you guys got to move in this game. Because what she's saying is, on a side note, is that she's saying guys like you are not worthy of her because you're not making enough money because I've got more to lose than what you had to lose. No. Guys, I say to you guys that are listening, what you have to lose that's above everything is your name. See, they don't even understand that. As I said before, if you're messing with me, you better represent me correctly when you walk out that door. Because the thing that is going to have me move away from you, if you make my name look some kind of way, weak, soft, disrespectful. So I just want to make sure y'all understand that as we're soaking this up, guys. Got a question? Please put a Q. Lines over. Here we go.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't had great luck lately, but I do have to say I'm moving up on what it is that I'm looking for as a match. Yeah.
There is no match. She'll never. Ladies, you're never going to find a man. There is no match. As I said before, listen to me, gentlemen. I'll say it again, and I'll stand on this. A man is not looking for equality or his equal. He is looking for a woman or women that fit, not a woman that challenges his throne, gentlemen. Someone that he deems worthy of his time and his attention. That means that she has to find a way to put her attitude to the side. Find a way to put her little wishes and wants aside for you to align with your vision, your empire. There is no middle ground. So I keep trying to tell you guys, there is no middle ground. We don't do that. So this is where a lot of women are going to go wrong, because a lot of women are getting taught by other women how to be unworthy of a real man because she's looking for a partner. She's looking for equality. There is none. This is not about destruction, gentlemen. This is about your great design. Your great design, excuse me. And if any woman cannot follow your blueprint, you're gone. This is not about dominance and running her. This is not scaring women off. This is not about control. It's my way. And if y'all guys don't move this way, y'all will never be able to reap the benefits of your name. Gentlemen, you are gods and emperors and kings. It's just that we've got to start acting like it and not let these women do what they're doing right now. Here we go.
Had some doozies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just, I just love watching your life because you were modeling so many things. The next phase, how many versions?
How are you going to say that, Michelle? You know what, Barack? You'd be like, hold on 1 second. Cut. Everybody cut. Hold on 1 second. Michelle, bring your ass over here, Michelle. Come here. Excuse me. Can I have the room, please, to speak with my wife? Michelle, let me talk to you. Okay. Michelle, what the fuck are you doing? What do you mean you watching that bitch? She's 51 years old. She doesn't have a man. Why are you saying, Michelle, I told you that if you continue to move this way, we're going to have to cut that off, Michelle. Do you understand me, bitch? As I don't want to say bitch, but you made me say it, Michelle. You're pissing me off. Don't you say you watch that woman. You don't watch her. You don't even watch your kids. So what are you talking about, Michelle? That y'all see what I'm saying right there? That should have been the conversation, man. They should, Obama should have rolled in that motherfucker and cut and yanked the cord and say, hold on, y'all need to get the fuck out. Michelle, bring your ass over here. What did I tell you? What did I tell you, Michelle? I told you, if you're going to do this podcast, you're going to have to be fair and balanced, and you're not. What do you mean you're watching her? She's 51 years old. What do you mean you're watching her? What do you mean she's giving young girls And you need to, that's what Barack should have done. But listen what Michelle's saying.
Of ourselves we can become at all ages in life, and how to build the life you want.
Yes.
Not the life that somebody told you were supposed to have. And
wait, but you want to be married. Hold on. She's going after your last name. She's going after your ring. She's going after your time. She's going after your attention. She's going after your sperm. What the fuck does she mean things her way? You see what I'm saying, guys? Do you see what they doing to y'all young men? Sitting around here agreeing instead of Michelle saying, well, I do appreciate you here, but it's it's going to hurt a little bit, but you should not have anything. You should be lucky that a man is going to choose you to give you his name. You have no listen, ladies, ladies. All you women out here, please understand, you can do things your way. And what I want you to do, I used to do this in 1998. It still holds true today. I used to tell them in 1998 when I was doing the podcast and everything, I used to always tell them, I used to have it, but I don't have it anymore. Because I used to argue with women. I used to say, ladies, for all you ladies that want to do things your way, what I want you to do is go to Amazon. Well, now Amazon, because they wasn't Amazon back then. Ladies, I'm kind of up and dating it now. Ladies, I want you to go to Amazon. I want you to get a blue light. A blue light. And what I want you to do is I want you to turn off your lights in your bedroom. And I want you to take that blue light and shine it and look at all those war wounds that are left by different guys. Just shine that light. Just take that light and shine it all through your bedroom and all that stuff. And if you're lucky enough, shine it through your body and look at all those dents and cum marks and all that other stuff. But as I said before, if you want to live that life, ladies, I am not here to judge you. Go ahead and suck and fuck all you want. But you cannot turn around and then say, well, it's got to be my way to get a man. It doesn't work that way. Now, ladies, ladies, I'm not meaning women. Ladies, I'm just trying to say for all you women out there that you guys got to actually do that. Just take that blue light and just run it either through your wall, your bed, and kind of skim it a little bit, and you'll see none but war wounds of dicks past that got some pussy and rolled out. Now, as I said before, ladies, you can smash if you want, but when you want to be a wife, then your rules go out the window. Let me say it again. I'm going to slow it down real quick for the ladies. If you want to go out there, be free. Let your hair down. Fuck and suck and party and drink and do drugs and date and use guys and do all the stuff you want to do. But the moment you say, I want to be a wife, you got to throw all that out the door. Then at that time, you got to learn how to be, quiet. You got to learn how to submit. You got to realize that now my life is over. I'm here to find a man to give me structure, leadership, and guidance because I am a woman. Doesn't make you a bad person, but you can't bring that thought process of what you were before over to the world right now. Just keeping it a buck with you ladies. I know that shit's stinging some of you ladies, but we're keeping it a buck with y'all. Here we go.
Let me tell you, I told you this about the girls, and Tracee, just like, she mentors the girls. She's always there for them. But trying to make sure that I am not subconsciously sending them these messages about what their life should look like. Mm-hmm. Even like when you ask, are you dating anyone? I mean, that's something that we ask young people in their 20s, you know, the whole thing about weddings,
we talk a lot about that.
Yeah. It's just like the pre-proposal and the bachelorette and the pre-honeymoon and then the...
No. Jim, I know it's going to shock you. You give your woman $2,000. That's all we're going to spend. You're going to take that $2,000. Hey, look, buy a dress, get whatever you want. But you're not getting nothing. Gentlemen, please understand this. And I've dealt with many, many guys over the years. I told them don't do it. They did it anyway. The biggest cause of divorce is debt. And I don't want any of you guys to ever go into debt over a day in which a woman is living a fucking Mickey Mouse fairy tale, showing off to all of her friends that she's a fucking princess, and then you go home to eating beans and franks, and y'all, gentlemen, we're not doing this. We're either gonna go to the courthouse, hell, we'll go to Vegas, or if you want, we'll have a nice, quiet ceremony in our backyard. But you're gonna have this much money, and that's it. That's gonna be our rings. That's gonna be our wedding, our cake, and a dress. And if you don't like it, there's the door. Gentlemen, let me explain something to you. This world that we're in right now has created something for these women to think that you have got to give and help them on their fairy tale, that you got to spend all your money on one day. And let me show you the real level of the game, guys. Get your crayons out. And this is how you get them. And this is how you know if they're in for the long haul. Okay, you ready? Watch this. Now look. Oh my God, we have 30,000 in the bank. Oh my God, we have 50,000. Oh, we have 80,000 or 100,000, whatever you have in your bank. I'm just throwing a number out there. She says, if you have 80,000, oh my God, then that's what we're going to use to funnel this wedding of mine for a day. Gentlemen, anytime a woman says this, get your crayons out. This is very important. This is what you guys say. When they start talking money, how much you spend, I'm going to show you if she's worthy. What you'll say is this. The money that we're saving is not for your wedding. The money that we're saving is for our future. Right now, watch this. If we're in an apartment, here's the plan. We're going to move from an apartment. We're going to lease a house. And then from leasing a house, we'll buy a house. And then after we buy a house, we'll build a house. And then after we build a house and it's too much, we'll bring it down, cut back, and then get our last house. Gentlemen, what I'm saying to all you guys, it's a step process. Because that's what I'm saying. I did it. I'm telling you guys, you got to downsize. Y'all see, if all the guys have been following me since I've been doing this in the 90s, y'all saw the process. Started in an apartment. You saw that apartment, leased house. Then we bought a house. Then after we bought the house, we built the house, right? And it built that 7-bedroom house. But then once the kids got older, we had to downsize that mug, and now we're at where we're at right now because now we're downsized. But what I'm saying is that if you have that plan, that's plan one. Plan two is that I want to make sure, and you guys, however you want to do it, I'm just showing y'all how y'all do it with women, is that, you know what? School is going to get paid. Every child we have is going to get a brand new car, and they're going to have their school paid for them. And that's where the money's going. So the money is not going into that one day of a wedding. It's going into my ultimate plan. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? And if a woman has a problem with what you are saying, guys, I'm saying to you guys out there, you can do it your way, but have the plan. I want to have a house one day if you want to, or live in an apartment. It's your choice, but have your plan. And if you want to have kids, because I always tell you guys out there, only marry for bloodline and legacy. That's why you should never, guys, don't play marry, don't play house. Only marry for bloodline and legacy. Or you do it your way, but I'm saying there's no other reason why you want to do it. Now, if you decide on doing it, we must think about our future. And it's something that a lot of women don't think about. They think about the here and now. Do you have you have accumulated 70 or 50,000 in your bank or 20,000? I don't care, whatever you have accumulated. They think they can just go in, take all that motherfucking money, create, buy a dress, and get the photographer and spend all this money on this one day of being a princess, and then you guys get home to debt, and then all of a sudden, that's where y'all gonna have everything wrong. That's why you gotta always make sure you got the right fit or the right person, where you say, you know what, well, I see there's 30,000 in the bank. Oh my God, I like to take that 30,000. I got all these grand. No, baby. That 30,000 is for our future home and for our children's college, our children's car. Being able to take care of our children when they get old enough, they're going to have bumps and bruises along the way, and they're going to need mom and dad's help here and there. That's what that is for, on top of this weird thing called retirement. You gentlemen, do y'all see what I'm saying for all you guys out there, right? Okay. All right. Let me grab this phone call and silent. I'll get your question in 1 second. 509, what's your name? What's your question?
My name's Joe.
What's your question, sir?
Well, I hear you talking about all this stuff. What's your point?
Joe, it's no point. I don't think this is for you, buddy. Don't waste your time here, man. Go find something else to do, buddy, okay? There's no
Fuck
point.
you, nigger.
Right. Okay, thank you, sir. Okay. Well, I don't understand. I don't get it. What is the reason to be mean and mad at me? Wait, I'll call him back. Wait, I don't understand. We'll call him back. I'm sorry. We'll call you back. Well, I don't understand. Why would he? I don't get it. I don't understand.
You really want to go down that road with me?
Wait, why would you call me
You
back?
really want to go down that road with me?
Why would you call me and be
I
disrespectful?
heard exactly what you said.
Why would you say that to
I heard
me?
exactly what
Wait
you
a
said.
second.
I'm
Oh
not for you.
God,
You
wait.
said open discussion.
Why
I heard
would you
exactly what you
say
did to
that?
try to shut me down.
Oh my God! Why would you
Typical
say
everything
that?
every nigger does.
Oh
Hey,
my
let me
God!
tell
Do
you
you hear
something.
the song?
Do you understand?
Oh my
Nigger
God! Let
is
her
not a
sing.
race. It's
I
a
don't
choice.
care. Let's sing.
Nigger is not a race. It's a choice, and you're a nigger. Nigger is not a race. It's a choice, and you're a nigger. Oh, I'm so afraid of your music. Oh, you're nigger. So fucking afraid. You get on here and you want to open your goddamn mouth, but you ain't got the words to back it up. You boy.
He's nothing but a cupcake.
He hung up again. Let me call him back. I forgot. We've got to call you.
He's a cupcake. He's nothing but a cupcake.
All right. Okay. So, guys, listen. I want y'all to learn something from this lesson. Always remember, gentlemen. Always remember that there are people out here that don't want you to be free. They don't want you to win, and they don't want you to learn. Okay, and it's no knock. Listen. You don't get mad. He is mad because I'm telling you guys to have a standard. He is mad because I'm telling you guys to love yourself. He is mad because I'm telling you guys, and I tell you, the agenda is doing everything they can to stop all of us from growing, but it's all good. It is all good. We continue to move forward because the hatred is good. Gentlemen, I keep telling y'all, everything I'm showing y'all, people don't want y'all to know this information. People don't want you to know how to be great parents. People don't want you to know how to maintain great relationships, and they'll do whatever they can to stop stop you, excuse me, and prevent you. That doesn't make, listen, there are bad people in every race and every color. It doesn't matter. But it's just funny to me. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. And look at him. He keeps calling back. So, hey, look, we'll entertain him. I didn't even get a chance to do the thing. But, yeah. Okay, sir, are you done cussing me out now? Are you done, sir? Hello?
You think I owe you reparations, don't you, you dumb nigga?
Oh, yeah.
You think I owe you reparations?
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. Cut that bitch off. Next caller. You don't like it? Kiss my ass. You don't like it. It's my house.
All right. Anyway, back to everybody, all you guys out there. That's what I'm saying, dog. But we got y'all covered. Silent had a question. Guys, got a question? Please put a Q. We got y'all covered. Silent asked this question right here. Guys, got a question? Please put a Q in there. We're breaking down this game, guys, and we're showing you what's important as we're listening. Wait, Silent, did I lock in your question? Hold on. Wait, Silent asked a question. I told you I was going to get his question. Promise I was going to get his question. I want to make sure I get his question as we continue. Guys, got a question? Please put a Q. We got y'all covered. Silent, you might have to ask that. Was it Silent that asked the question? I'm trying to scroll down. I apologize. Oh, he said, what if you have enough money for everything in the future? No. The answer is no. You do not spend your money. If you have money, that's what you call a bad investment. Why would you spend thousands of dollars just so she can sit there and be a princess for a day, Silent? No, men don't move that way, sir. Hell no. Men don't move that way. But let's continue, guys. We are chopping up this game. Let's get back to Michelle. Let's get back to the old lady. Let's get it. Let's go. Guys, lines are open as well if y'all guys want to call in and chop it up as well. All right, so let's get back to it. Here we go. Let's do it. Here we go.
Free wedding dresses and have you thought about
the amount of money,
your 32 list items of who you want to marry, or are you more busy picking out your photographer?
Yeah, it's interesting, that whole, I hope that is starting to dissipate culturally. So. I really do. I think social media is perpetuating some of those things in a really big way. But I did dream of my wedding growing up. And that's not to say that I didn't dream of the bigness of my life, but I could have spent a lot more time dreaming of my life. And as much as grief does surface for me around not having children.
Wait. For all those that were listening in the beginning, didn't she say she's 100% whole? Oh, hold on. Guys, everybody that listened to this before, didn't she say she's 100% whole person? Y'all remember that? Earlier in the show, what did she say? I'm a whole person. I've got me locked in. So where's all this grief coming from? Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all remember that, guys? Remember she said, I'm 100% a whole person. And now look what she's saying. She's moving the goalposts, talking about grief. Listen.
Children and not having a partner.
Wait. Okay. The grief of not having a partner and the grief of not having children. She's 51. So these are choices, gentlemen. These are choices. She decided not to have a marriage within a time that she can have a healthy child. And I'm not saying women can't have healthy children in early ages, but listen what she's saying. She's talking about her grief now when she's trying to sit here and say, I'm 100% a whole person.
Still wouldn't want the wrong partner.
That's a great point for people to hear.
I'm not interested in that. You have to make my life better. It can't just be, I'm in a relationship to be in a relationship. So even though the grief does emerge
but gentlemen, do y'all see what I'm talking about? And this is what y'all guys want to lead the ship. And there's no knock on women. This is not disrespect to women. I've always told you, what makes a woman is her insecurities, her low self-worth, her low self-esteem, and all that. That's what makes women women. And even though you had a woman right there that said, I'm 100% perfect and I got this, and yes, it's me versus the world. Now, what keeps bubbling up? Grief. No, sir, wait, no, so stop. What are you talking about? You said she's older than me? Trey, I was born in August of 71. Do the math. She's 51. Do the math. Do the math, Trey. I was born in 71. She's 51. Do the math, Trey, and see who's the older one, sir. See who's older. Okay, I am 53, going on 54. She's 51, Trey. So that means if you do your math right, sir, that I'm older. Okay, son? He said I went to college, got married 20 years, 2000. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't, like I say, I totally agree. I totally agree. And I think that is where more men need to come into play and tell these women that we're not going to get manipulated by the economy. The wedding places want to push the agenda that you need this gown that you're just going to wear one goddamn time, and think that and they lie to women saying, well, this is something you can hand down to your daughter. Do you think a daughter is going to wear a dress from 20 years ago when she can wear something new? Come on, man. So a lot of people get caught up in the hoopla of all that. And that's why we always tell you guys, keep your eyes open for this game. But it's not, listen, and I just want to say real quick, this is not to tear a woman down, but this is just to show you why she needs the leadership of a man, because a man is not going to have those problems, okay? You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Okay, no, I'm not talking to you, Candy Cane. I'm talking to these young men out here that when it's time for you to get married, it is up to you men to let these women know that. You see what I'm saying? To let these women know that. How do you approach a woman that won't look at you? Well, the thing that you have to do, Hector, in the new YouTube short that I put out today gives you your answer. When a woman is not looking at you or a woman is busy, Hector, I don't know if your parents taught you this, but when people are busy doing something and you want to interrupt them and get their attention, you say this weird thing like called excuse me. And when you say excuse me, the person who is not looking at you, Hector, will then turn around and look at you. See how that works? It's not really hard, buddy. It's not really hard. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go, guys.
That comes and I hold that. I think of what I've done, and I think of, I woke up every morning trying to do my best. Mm-hmm. I didn't wake up one morning and be like, I'm going to mess this day up.
That's right.
So I must be where I'm supposed to be. And I don't know. Sometimes I think of all of the things I've done, the courage that I've had to have, and what I've had to learn how to navigate as a single person with no one to hide behind. Yeah. And it's built a really...
Well, courage, I don't understand what you mean by courage. But guys, again, if you have a question, please put a Q. Lines are open. We answer anything. This young man says, how do you get a woman mind from being depressed? Okay. What I want you to do, young man, rewrite that question. Because how do you get a woman mind from being depressed? Please, sir, ask the question. Shout out to the 90 likes in the building. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget, we have a show later on at 2:30 in the morning. So we want to shout out to the 90 out there, guys. Lines are open if you want to call in. But, sir, you're going to have to, young man, ask that question again. And, well, that's a good one. Yeah, you seem like you might be the depressed one, but let's continue. Okay, here we go.
Beautiful experience around me. And I have incredible friends.
You do.
Well, this is a good segue to get to our question.
Let's do
especially the talking about dating and meeting people. And we have a great question. So Natalie, our producer, is going to read the question for. Make sure your mic works over there. Is it working?
I think we're good.
All right.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm excited.
Hi, Michelle and Craig. My name is Ronan, and I'm 41 years old. I've got a question about that big, frustrating topic, dating. More accurately, I should say, how not to date. Let me.
She needs a man. Marcus. It is if you're a woman, not a man. That is if you're a woman, not a man. All right, here we go.
Explain. Throughout my 30s, I was in and out of relationships. One was very fruitful. It lasted.
Okay, hold on. Sir, the reason why women make you mad is because you're very immature, you're soft, and you're effeminate. If a woman makes you mad, then you might need therapy because it shows a lot about your character and your standard. A woman doesn't make a man anything. And if she makes you mad, then there's something wrong with you. And you need maybe some therapy. But let's continue. Here we go.
Several years, but in various respects of our lives, the timing just did not align. So we ended up splitting up. Since then, I've found myself in relationships that have been very clearly unsuccessful.
Because you're unsuccessful. Because you fail not to submit and take the knee. Hold on 1 second. How can I help a woman who's feeling depressed? Michelle Lehman. Well, let me ask you a question. Why do you fools entertain people that are not sucking your dick or on your program? Can you leave people alone? I don't know why you guys want to go in your phone booths, grab a cape, and try to be a stable and leave that fucking woman alone. What is wrong with you? There's something about you guys that is broken. Leave those alone who are not on your program. If she's not on your roster, your program, dismiss her and move on. It's none of your business. Leave her alone. How about that, okay? Is it true that all dating problems stem from the man? Yes, you should know that, Seeker. Because all your dating problems are not the women. It's because you don't have any game, big guy. You should know that, dog. Come on, man. Let's keep going. Here we go. Let's get here this lip woman's thing. Here we go, guys.
One woman's creative and professional interests totally matched mine, but we fought constantly. Then I was with a woman who was great.
Wait, is this a lesbian on lesbian? Hold on, guys. I think this is this a woman asking the question? Here we go.
Our leisure interests were similar. Her family was great, but I was just not that into it. Something was missing. Most recently, I ended up in a longer-term relationship that my friends at least would call toxic. We had great chemistry, and I was really in love with her, but she struggled with sustained intimacy after a recent divorce. And as a result...
Guys, hold on 1 second. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second, guys. Guys, hold on a second. Wait, time out. Look, dog, listen to me. Listen to me. You guys have two choices to make, okay? You have two choices to make. Do you want to be the guy that she calls when shit like this happens? Or do you want to be the guy that she calls when she wants to suck a dick and fuck? I mean, the choice is yours. I mean, what do you want to be? Do you want to be her pillow and her Tampax? Go ahead. Do it. I don't know why you guys entertain people that waste your time. And trust me, if something happened bad and she's sad, there's a sucker out there right now that she can pick up the phone, call, or talk to, and that'll be fine. As I said before, they should not call you for shit like, guys, it just shows how weak you are. I'm not being mean. But if you want to be her emotional Tampax, then do it. If you want to be her emotional Tampax, then do it, big dog. It's all love, man. Come on. This is what I keep trying to tell y'all guys. Stop doing that. Stop being their Tampaxes and be men. Stop sitting around here letting her call you when she wants to express her. I'm cramping, or you know what? Jonathan is pissing me off again today, and I need someone to talk to. If you want to be an emotional Tampax, do that. But here, we're not doing that shit. Now, Ty, now she's already sucking your dick, and she's fucking you, and cooking for you, and buying things for you, then please, hey, you know what? Let's talk, baby. What's going on? See what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm saying. If she is sucking, fucking, and she is buying you things and cooking for you and all that stuff, then by all means, when she calls and has a problem, hey, baby, come on, let's talk. What's going on? What's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, you need a hug? Okay, I'll be over there on my way. But if all you're doing is chit-chatting with her, she's playing games with you, she's not dating you, she's friend-zoning you and bullshitting around, and you're entertaining her, man, that shit's on you, dog. That shit's on you. All right, guys, let's get it. Lines open. Here we go.
I got myself caught in a pretty regular cycle of hurt. Since then, my dating has been a mess. I've been distracted by women I simply find attractive, but who otherwise clearly are not a match. And in the meantime,
We've got to stop looking for matches. I told you guys out here, we've got to stop looking for matches. We've got to stop doing that, okay? All right? This is why you guys got to learn the game. When you learn the game, there are no matches. We are not equals. We are not compatible. As a man, you guys can be with any kind of woman because a man is air, sand, and water. The woman doesn't matter. It's her attitude and how she moves with you, okay? And this is why many guys have problems with women, because many guys out here try to align themselves with what they think is a perfect woman. Gentlemen, I will always tell you the secret. Women do not want to date their girlfriends. All you guys feeling all they want, stop doing that. Be the need, okay? What I'm saying to you guys is that the thing about a man is that you're not just cold and calculated, but you are self-fucking made. You operate by a code, a brutal, unshakable motherfucking truth. And that is me above all things. And within that code, there is one thing he will never tolerate, and that's a woman's breadcrumbs. Wasting my time. That's what I'm saying to you guys out here. And listen to this message from this guy. This is crazy.
Still find myself thinking about my last relationship. So this brings me back to the start of my question. My closest friends are telling me the one thing I need now is to not date.
What you need to do is get rid of your guys, please listen. I know y'all care about your friends. I know you guys care about your friends, but please listen to Unc. Please. Your friends are part of the problem of why you guys aren't doing anything. You're hanging out with losers. Stop hanging out with your friends. How can I separate myself from the average guy that's born in basic? If you choose to have game, I don't know, sir. I don't think you actually want to do that. That means learning the game, sir. All right, here we go. Guys, got a question, put a Q. Lines are open if you want to call in. Here we go.
They tell me if I can figure out how to be happy on my own, I'll have a better chance of finding happiness with someone else. The thing is, I am not totally convinced by this. I enjoy dating, but I also understand that what I'm doing clearly is not working. So what is...
This is going to sound crazy. Do you know if that person asking that question had more enjoyment of not wasting his time, he would be in a better situation? Remember, guys, we're teaching you how to change your reality by changing the way you interpret things. Here we go.
In the world would you say to a guy like me, are my friends right? Should I try to enter into a period of being single by choice? How could I actually benefit from being single if I ultimately really want a partner and family?
What I tell you? What I tell you? What is the agenda? What do they have uploaded? This is a guy. I guess it's a guy asking for a partner. Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear the agenda of how they just indoctrinate people with words? Men are never looking for fucking partners. There's no partnership.
And if it is helpful, what tips do you have to help me put this period of non-dating into practice and to make it stick?
And here we go. He's asking 2 women or 3 women on the panel.
Thanks for your advice, Ronan.
It's a great question.
Yeah. And it's interesting.
Now, his name is Ronan. Now, what Michelle should say, that's a very interesting question. First off, Ronan, you should not use the word partner because in my marriage, I don't have a partnership with a Barack. Barack is running the household. I am his wife. He is making me into the lady I am in today. And then that woman across from me is going to tell you a bunch of bullshit, but we'll let her have it because that's what I showed. See, that's what Michelle should say, gentlemen. But let's see what Michelle and this other woman or these other 2 women say.
Coming from a 40-ish man.
Yeah, I like it.
Because men can marry when they choose to, just like
Well, yeah,
you did.
I thought that was so interesting what you said. When you asked Craig that question, I think it's timing.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That when a guy feels they're ready, then who's
They
in
just
front of you.
pick. Right.
Just crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. It's crazy.
So crazy.
It is crazy.
And then it
Just
takes your second marriage to figure out you need to be discerning.
And for some people, like
I
they
know,
don't
I
or
know.
fourth, or they never figure it out.
I know.
It's just like
fascinating.
My technique for the second one I thought was pretty good.
I think that is really, I thought that was really helpful for other people to hear. The other thing I'm curious is that cultural that men, it's timing? Or is it, I don't know, it's just nature or nurture?
Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of it is cultural, right? We grow.
No, I don't think it's cultural. I don't care what you are as a man. I've always said, gentlemen, please do not get married just because you want some pussy. The only reason you should want to get married is because you want a bloodline and legacy. Bloodline and legacy. Okay? That's what I'm saying for you guys out there. If without that, it's not gonna help you. Bloodline and legacy. So let's see what they're saying right here. Here we go.
Grow up waiting to be chosen.
Yeah.
You know, at the school dance, you don't get to dance, or at least in our generation, you didn't get to dance if somebody didn't ask you to dance.
Yeah, and then if you are the chooser, then men are like, you're aggressive.
Oh my gosh, there wasn't any choosing.
Well, now for my generation.
Yeah,
Or I don't even know my generation. For me.
Yeah.
Can I give you just a little bit of a different thought process
Okay,
behind
yes,
it?
that's why you're here.
Imagine as a 17-year-old and you're walking into a sock hop, which I just use for effect, but a dance,
but there are a lot
party.
of kids go.
All right, hold on. George has a question. He says, should a man panic because he's in his 40s and family and friends start to look at him? George, appreciate the question. And this is why you're in the right place. George, men don't panic. Panicking is a feminine trait. So the problem is you're trying to tie in men. You're trying to say man and panic. A man doesn't panic because a man doesn't give a fuck what his family and friends are looking at him like. If you don't want to be married, George, then if they have a problem with that, that's their problem, George, and you should not give a flying fuck about them. What I'm saying, George, is that don't panic. Do not get married for somebody else's happiness. Do not get married for your parents' happiness. Do not get married because all your friends are getting married and their girlfriends and wives or their wives are trying to force you to get married. Don't do that. Men don't panic. There is no panic as a man. Don't do that, George. Good question, buddy, but I appreciate that. But yeah, dog, hey man, don't panic. You're good, buddy. Just learn the game and you'll be fine. Here we go.
And what is
What's
that?
a sock
What are
hop?
your
I
socks
know.
have to do with anything?
Yeah. You go, but we used to have these sock
It's a
hops,
school
or it's a
dance.
school
Okay.
dance. So imagine you're 17 years old and there's a bunch of girls in there, and you go ask somebody to dance, and they say no, thank you.
Oh,
And so fucking what? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Gentlemen, I keep telling you, y'all can laugh at me all you want. Gentlemen, I tell you all the time, I'm not ashamed to tell you that. Guys, I used to tell you when, whether it be elementary school or junior high school, man, we couldn't wait for Friday and Saturday night because we knew that was either going to be a party or the roller skating rink. Now, we knew Saturday was going to be the mall in the daytime. Saturday night was either going to be a party or it's going to be the roller skating rink. And when you're in the roller skating ring as kids and you're going in a circle, the DJ be like, all right, couple skate next, couple skate next. And all the young ones, all the girls would go over to the corner. Now, see, back in our day and everything's in black and white, we didn't have phones or anything like that. So we had to skate our asses all the way across the roller skating ring and ask her to go couple skate with us. And sometimes they would say yes, and sometimes they would say no. Same thing as we started going to teen clubs as we were teen. So back in our day, because we started breakdancing, Chuck E. Cheese. I know, we're old. I know, don't laugh. Chuck E. Cheese used to do this back in the 80s. So when breakdancing was going hot in Maryland, what Chuck E. Cheese would do is they would allow you to come in, breakdance, play video games, and have pizza for like $9 or something. And you would go to Chuck E. Cheese, and there would be women dancing, there would be breakdancing and playing video games and eating pizza, and you could talk to some women and young ladies, and they would say no as well. So I don't want to hear this excuse that I'm going to go over there, talk to her, and get her saying no. We cannot have expectations. Gentlemen, if a woman is not interested in you, don't trip over that. Don't get upset. Don't get mad or anything. Just move forward. But here comes, watch this. He's going to make it seem like it's a bad thing to get turned down by a woman or something. Listen.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking.
And then you go to ask the next person and they say, no, thank you.
Oh, no, I don't like this.
And so what? Guys, keep asking. You're the guy. There is no rejection. You have just got to take your feelings, put it in your pocket, and keep moving on to the next woman. Let's go.
But that's how it was.
Yeah, that's hard. That's very
how
hard.
It was.
Mhm.
So the question you have to ask yourself as a guy is, do I just take what I have, or do I take the chance of asking the next person and they say no?
Yeah, the courage.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
and
that's
it is,
real.
Yeah,
It's real. So
it's an important perspective for sure.
Yes.
And it is hard, but ultimately you choose.
It's not hard when you choose yourself. Y'all hear that, guys? It's not hard when you choose yourself, gentlemen.
Right? It's scary, but so imagine the girl who is standing in the same sock hop with her shoes off now, all embarrassed because she's standing in her socks.
Waiting to put up with.
Mhm. I have 4 siblings.
Waiting to be asked, and people are just passing her by, and they're a bunch of shy boys not even trying.
Mhm.
Whereas a guy can decide that the decision is still a man's to make.
Right.
Not, is it though always? I just think culturally that is.
No, the decision is a man's to make. Stop it. See, Michelle, hey, Barack is just right somewhere. Barack is finally nodding his head. She's right. The decision is the man's to make, not the decision of the woman's choice, but your decision. Gentlemen, if you're interested in somebody, why wouldn't you introduce yourself to that person? Okay. Why wouldn't you do that? Okay. He said, deleting their numbers after they turn your advances down, is that feminine trait? No, that's not feminine. That's just moving on. Let's listen. There's nothing wrong with deleting someone that's wasting your time. But if you're deleting their number out of anger and bitterness, that's feminine. But if you're saying, okay, look, we exchange numbers, we're talking, you say you're not interested in me, then I'm going to remove you out of my thing. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to remove you. I'm going to remove you out of my life. That easy. That's what I'm saying. So that's a good question. But yeah, it just depends on how you feel about things. Here we go, guys. Lines are open. If you've got a question, please put a Q. Here we go.
Culturally,
say,
it is.
yes.
I think culturally,
Yes.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
The original question was,
Yes.
is it nature or
Yeah.
nurture? I think a lot of it is the culture
Yeah.
that gives that power
I agree.
to men. Now, it's a difficult power to have because with power comes responsibility and hurt.
I listen. I agree. With great power comes great responsibility, but we're teaching all you young men how to be responsible men at the same time. Absolutely. Area code 818. What's your name, sir, and what's your question? 818 going once. 818 going twice.
Hello. Yeah, this is 818.
What's your question, sir? What's your name? What's your question?
Hello. This is my name is Agustin Vasquez, and my question is just so basically, I was dating this girl. We got into a relationship last year, and like I acted weak, I acted feminine. I broke up with her a couple of times for like stupid things. And fast forward to now, like we're still sleeping together here and there. We still see each other. But my question is this: like she already told me she doesn't want to be like she doesn't want to be serious, and I'm cool with that. Like I'm just going for it. But like my only question would be like she doesn't want to kiss or anything. We only have like we only get straight to sex, obviously, right? And I don't mind doing that, but like is it worth it to keep her around, even though because I'm looking for something serious, or should I just keep her on the side of like find somebody?
Why are you looking for something serious? How old are you?
I'm 30. I'm 30.
But why are you looking for something serious? For what?
Well, I want to have a family. Like I'm about to finish my career and stuff. Everything's lining up.
Okay, but buddy, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why what you're asking is bad for you. Okay, just listen to what I'm saying. I appreciate your question. It's a great question, but a lot of guys need to understand this. Okay, guys like you are gonna end up in divorce because guys like you don't know the game and you don't have a relationship with yourself. In order to have a good relationship with any woman, you have to have a relationship with yourself first. And you don't have that. Listen to what you were saying. I was breaking up with her. We would argue. We would do this. We would do that. Shit I did. So you don't have a relationship with yourself. And that's the problem. So I wouldn't look for anything serious. I would seriously start working on myself, buddy. Because your relationships are going to go bad because you're just going to duplicate the same thing with a different woman and not realize you're doing the same thing because you're not rooted and grounded in who you are, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, I've been hearing you, and thank you for like having your lives and stuff. Honestly, they help a lot. I work here and there, so that way, like, I can hear them. But thank you for answering my question.
Like I said before, listen. If you wanna just smash, just make sure you're honest with her. So then that way she can never say you lied, manipulated, or deceived me. Listen. If you just want some dick, just call me. We'll fuck and you go about your way. But that'll be it. But outside of that, there's nothing else for you. And if she doesn't want that, leave her alone. Don't bother her. Okay?
Don't bother her.
But don't look for family yet. Seek yourself. I mean, it's good that I'm glad that you want family, but in order to maintain family, you've got to have a relationship with yourself first, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying, buddy? That's all.
Thank you. Thank you. No, seriously, no, I appreciate your work, man. I appreciate your work, and I've been wanting to call you for a minute. So, no, thank you. Thank you so much. And
you got
definitely, I'll be calling again.
All right, you got this, buddy.
Has been hunting me, so.
All right, you got this, buddy. You got this, man. Okay, now appreciate the call, buddy. Okay.
Appreciate you, brother. Have a great one, man.
You too,
thank
brother.
you so much.
Thank you. Great call. That was a fucking awesome call. Great call, young man. Appreciate that. Guys, got a question? Please put a Q. We're chopping it up. We're going over this right here, and let's continue. Guys, got a question? Go ahead and put a Q. We got y'all. Let's get it. Here we go.
Risk and all that. But, even to this day, as you said, Tracee, if a woman crosses that dance floor to ask, she's aggressive. It's an unattractive quality. So now I either wait to dance or I don't.
I disagree. Okay, it's not okay. This is going to shock you guys. It's not unattractive to the regular guy. It's intimidating. I'm going to say it again, guys. It's not unattractive, okay? It's intimidating. And the reason why I say it's intimidating, because, guys, y'all know what we do in September. We set you up and put you in a prime position to be around a lot of beautiful women that you think are beautiful. And we tell you they're going to come at you. They're going to be aggressive. And a lot of guys get intimidated by aggressive women, because when you're not aggressive and somebody's being the thing that you're not, you don't know how to handle that, and that can become intimidating. So Michelle, little off in that one, baby girl. Here we go.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
Okay.
And I also would say, as a boy or a young man, if a woman walked across the floor and asked me to dance, it was no way I was going to say no.
Well, I think obviously there's all different kinds of people.
Yes.
There's all different kind. I mean, and
Women, okay, gentlemen, let me explain something about women that y'all don't understand. And I'll explain why it's intimidating. 1 second. Okay, all right, gentlemen, let me explain how women work. There are hundreds of women that you mess up on probably weekly or monthly that see you and say, wow, he's got cute lips. He looks like he can fuck. He looks like this. Come on, say something to me. Say something. And you just walk right by it. Because what you do, and kind of tying into this question that Deborah's asking, is that it's intimidating because a lot of young men have judgments. See, when a man is not rooted in himself and he sees a woman, like Deborah, I'm just going to use you as an example. Okay, I'll be the average guy. I'm an average guy, and I have problems expressing and explaining myself. Okay, Deborah? I see you. Now, I can't really see you, but I'm just saying I see you. And in my eyes, you have nice titties. I could be a titty man. Or in my eyes, you got that nice fat ass. Ooh, man. The first thing I'm going to do, Deborah, is instead of just saying, okay, I see her titties in her ass, let me go and introduce her to this dick. What they're going to do is they're going to look at your titties and ass and say, oh my God, she's so beautiful. Then I'm labeling you. The moment I label you, Deborah, then comes the judgments. Because first I'm going to be hard on myself. She'll never like a guy like me. I don't have the nice clothes that she may like, or I don't have the nice hairstyle that she likes, or I don't have the nice job that she likes. So Deborah, I haven't even said anything to you yet, but I then get in my head to create all these lies in my head. And then before I even go over to you, the next thing I'm gonna say, well, look at her. I mean, she looks like the kind of woman that would date a basketball player, movie star. She'll never date anybody like me. Right? Now watch this, Deborah. I'm saying all these things about you. Then some weird thing happens and you start walking towards me. Of course you're gonna intimidate me because I've already made you to be this thing that walks on water. And oh my God, she's coming over to me. What am I gonna do? Oh my God, she's being too aggressive. That's what I'm saying, Deborah. So that's why it's intimidating for a lot of guys. Okay, but guys, you got a question, put a Q. We got y'all. Here we go. Let's continue.
Then we're not even entering into the gender fluidity within this conversation.
You're right.
That is so much a part of what the younger generation is making sense of. And I think they're actually doing that really beautifully.
I do too.
And I've learned so much from the gender conversation and how it's expanded. I've learned so much about myself and what are the expectations that I didn't know were expectations about being a woman that I'm like, oh, I don't need to own that because I just thought that was a given, but now I know it's not, But I think the societal norm, yes. I mean, I had a guy say to me recently, yeah, you can't make a man do anything he doesn't want to do. But culturally, you can make a woman do a lot of things she doesn't want to do because
whoa. Who said make you want to do anything? This is free will. Over here, we give women free will. We don't force you to do anything. If you don't want to do it, there's the door. Gentlemen, get your crayons out real quick, guys, as we're listening to this and breaking all this down. Gentlemen, let me explain something that I won't tolerate as a man. I'm never going to accept a woman's breadcrumbs. You don't accept breadcrumbs from your enemies. You don't accept breadcrumbs from your allies, and you don't accept breadcrumbs from a woman. In your mind, every interaction that you have is always going to be a negotiation of power. Every compliment, every favor, every glance, it is all going to be currency, gentlemen. And if when you got to learn how to refuse to accept anything that feels like pity, half effort, or a crumb. Remember, I told you guys, write this down. If a woman ever says to me, I don't know, I'll think about it. I'm not sure. Maybe. I'll get back to you. I'm gone. That's breadcrumbs, gentlemen. When she says anything like that, when she says, I don't know, or I'm not sure, I hear you're not worth my time. When I hear her say, well, you just gonna have to wait on me, take it or leave it, I'm gone. I'm gone. There is no warning, no drama. It's cool, man. We don't chase behind them. So I do want to let y'all guys understand. We have to stop begging women. Here we go.
Because we're trained culturally to acquiesce in that way, that's our role, that we are. But I mean, this guy, Ronan, I love the question because first of all, what I'll say to Ronan is no one knows you better than you.
That's right.
And your friends can have all the suggestions in the world. And some of them might be helpful ones and some of them might be ones you want to consider.
Yeah.
And then I think the thing that you have to do is ask yourself, does that feel right for me? Does that really feel like what's going to get the growth to happen?
Yeah.
And sometimes not dating helps people discover that. And sometimes dating is the thing that helps people discover that.
Exactly. But this is what I'm saying. Listen. Women don't understand the levels. Women have game when it comes to soft guys, but they don't have game when it comes to those that have game.
Well, and it's interesting when I think to your point, Craig, when you were, you had your 32 list item, that was all about Kelly, right? I mean, and that's sometimes what we do. Forget you.
Yep.
I think that's what a lot of people do. It's like there's a list of things that I need in the other person,
Right.
and and some of them, a lot of them are superficial, like height and career and income and what school you went to, right? But it's all about the other person meeting a checklist.
No. Okay, we don't. All right, let me explain something, okay? All right. Let me explain something to y'all guys out here so y'all can soak up and understand this game the best way possible for many of you guys out here. Let me call this California number. I don't know why they would call it anonymous. I'll call them back. I got y'all. Let me call them back. I'm sorry. We don't I just don't call anonymous numbers. I actually hung up. I see if he's going. Okay.
I am unavailable at the moment. Leave a message.
Okay. Hey, call back 310. We missed your. We actually hung up on you by mistake. 310. Just call in so I know it's you. Your anonymous number popped up, so just call back, buddy. All right. So 310, call back. Anyway, let's get this question right here, guys. Lines are open. If you have a question, please put a Q. He said right here. It's forming a list. No, wait. It's for yes. Wait. Stop. Okay, His Highness. I mean, holiness. Excuse me. Why are you writing a list of needs? For what? Okay, y'all guys. This is why you got to learn the game, dog. You just got to learn how to move. Stop listing what you. Okay, listen. I'm gonna explain it to you, and I like what you're asking, but this is very important. You cannot think that a woman is going to change what you want her to be, because all your list is unfortunately expectations, big dog. Don't set any expectations. Be the expectation. Be the expectation and show her that. What do I need to do to be a part of this man's life, to be a part of this man's world? Don't do that. Don't write any things down, dog. Don't do that. Here we go.
What Ronan's friends are suggesting, and what I agree on, is like, okay, there's that list about the other person, but what's your list? What is your 32-point list about yourself that you need to explore? And I think a lot of men
don't.
And I hate to generalize like that, but, so many women are self-reflective in our groups. We live in conversation. We live in a social world where we're constantly analyzing ourselves and each other in our conversations. This is the dialogue of women, and men aren't doing that as much. I think
I do
the
see a
younger
lot
generation
more
is
of it.
doing it more.
Yeah, I do see a lot more of it. I see a lot of it online, and I really celebrate it. I
Yeah.
think it's beautiful to see men have these deeper conversations about who they are and what they want.
Man, do you see what I'm saying? See that lie? Men don't have those fucking conversations, man. Guys, don't let women tell you that BS. Men do not have those kind of conversations. Real men don't sit around here and cry like a bunch of girls. Let's get it.
But the norm is no. And then the other thing to me is the invitation, right? It's like, yes, that's the cultural norm, but the invitation is really to remind everyone, men and women, to take into account who they are and what is important to you. Is somebody's height the most important thing to you? And why?
Why?
Is it because of what other people see, or is it because of you? You know what I mean? Like, what is it? And I think those reflective questions not only help you in dating, they just help you in life.
So let's help Ron. What are some of these questions he should be asking himself?
Oh my God. Here we go, guys. Here comes the bull. I got to hear this. Let's hear what she's got to say.
Well, just like in developing your life, when I talk to young people, it's like, who do you want to be? What do you care about? And not what do you want to do, not what title you want to have, but how do you want to show up in the world? What's important to you? Is it kindness? Is it empathy?
Is it money?
Is it?
Oh my God! Can we just say be a villain? Can we say we want to be something else? Can we just say that, please? Come on, people. Come on.
Money. Yeah, for some people, it is. For some people, it's security, financial security. Some, it's emotional security.
Is it important for honesty?
Yeah. For me, for example, like I knew that, you date enough people, you date people that just cheat. Right. And one thing I learned, luckily I learned it soon, I realized the cheating, if I was dating a cheater, that had nothing to do with me, because like I am not inherently a cheater or a liar. I mean, I would rather just look somebody in the face and say, we should break up because I'm thinking about dating somebody else. And I'm not going to hold you hostage while I go experience stuff. So I had to pick somebody who had the same values about that as I do, right? I didn't want to be married or date somebody that I have to worry about who you texting, what's on your phone, where did you go? Trust.
Oh, yeah. So she want to date someone that she can control. I mean, y'all do understand she's dated someone she's controlling, right?
Is not
that
an
trust
anchor.
is not there. And because it was important to them. Not because it was important to me,
that they were the same.
That they had the same quality. That was way more important to me than what career, because I had dated people who were broken, in my opinion, broken in that way. And it's like, that's not fun to me, guessing whether my partner is faithful. Like some people are good with that game.
No, not necessarily, because if you tell her straight up, you're not the only woman I'm seeing, how can she even guess? She'll know.
Yes, some people that engages their chemistry. I don't know. Yeah. And I have no judgment, really. Like there's things for people, everybody has different values around those things and what's important. Some people don't want deep conversation.
Yeah.
Some people, that is not their thing. It feels invasive. It feels uncomfortable. Some people do, I also think for Ronan, I have come to really know that there's a big difference in somebody that I am looking at dating as a partner and somebody that's somebody to enjoy and take what I like and leave the rest.
Yeah.
And I learned as I've gotten older, like chemistry is not a relationship. And love,
say that again.
Chemistry is not a relationship.
Yes.
And love does not always include chemistry.
Yes.
And I'm somebody who wants both. Now, everybody's not like that.
I'm someone that wants both. And I'm someone that is 51 years old, not knocking her age, that wants both. So wait, if you're 51 and you don't have what you want, but you expect these things, then when is it going to be time to realize that instead of doing that, we need to change things up? You know what I mean? I don't understand. But Ben, here we teach manhood, and men are honest with women, and men don't play games. So here we keep it 100% honest with women. But yeah, I got to hear what she's got to say on this BS.
People are really don't want a sort of the passionate chemistry of, intimate physical energy. That's not their thing.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who that's one of the ways they communicate love. Like, for example, I have male friends. I have one that we literally text and it's not flirting.
What I tell you, all you guys listen to me, you have got to, listen, you got to make a decision. Do I want to be her dick or do I want to be her emotional Tampax? Look at her. See that right there? A guy that she's talking to, there's no such thing as men, guys, there's no such thing as men and women friends. Now watch, wait, no, look. After you get done fucking, she give you some dome, you nut. As I said before, you can tell me about your aspirations and everything, but all this stuff, man, come on, man. What is this? What are we talking about? What is she talking about?
And it's all clothes.
Yeah.
And fashion and shopping.
All
and
clothes.
it's like a version of a relationship.
Yeah.
He's the sexiest little thing. He's young.
Yeah.
There's never been anything physical.
Right,
but we
right.
have this amazing like exchange that happens
and I
all
don't
the time.
have that with.
Because girlfriends have amazing exchanges with girlfriends. What do we? You want to know why she enjoys that person? Because that sucker has not said, hey, look, why are you wasting my time? What do you want? I gave you a chance to come over and get on this dick. You said you wanted a friendship, so why are we even talking? See, that's what I'm saying, man. What are we doing all this chit-chatty shit? Listen to her.
My husband.
No. I
that sounds fun.
But that's fun, right? It's like so fun. And I'm single. Then I have a friend I go to the movies with. You know what I mean? And then there's people that
yeah.
Gentlemen, look. They don't mean to use you, but they do. They know you're safe. And you don't want to be safe around a woman. Follow me on this, gentlemen. What I mean by safe, I'm not talking about her feeling like if I'm with this guy, I'm going to end up in the woods somewhere buried. Not that safe. There are women out there that will not go out with you because you're not safe, meaning that, you know what? I'm going to grab one of my dogs here. Let me grab somebody. Let me see here. Just grab somebody. Instead of using me, I'm going to use you, Lewis. I'm going to use you, Lewis. You know what? I'm going to go out with Lewis. Girl, don't you do it. No. I know I can. Girl, you know you want to fuck Lewis. Don't do it. You know you said you're not gonna you're gonna fuck him. No. I know I can go out with Lewis and I've got to see what I can do, girl. I'm gonna go out with Lewis and I'm not gonna fuck him. But the safety isn't that safe. What I'm saying is the safety with a man is that, am I going to break my own rule because I want that motherfucker so bad? And that's what a lot of people don't understand about women. A lot of women will say that, you know what? I'll go out with you because you're safe, but I won't go out with you because I won't ever feel safe around you because I can't control my urges around you. You bring something out in me. You bring out this animal, this animalistic, like I want to rip your clothes off. You bring out this thing where I want you to touch me and I want you to do this and I want you to do that. So listen to what she's saying, man. She's looking for suckers right now.
And obviously if I end up in a relationship with someone, those probably will not continue.
Yeah.
You know, those different things, but my friendships will continue because you also can't expect your partner to be everything.
That's right.
All right. So this is perfect. So, you know, how do we help Ronan become a better subject for women? How do
what do you mean a better subject? Fuck.
we help him make himself into a more attractive?
Well, I think he sounds like he's attractive. He's having no problems dating. So what I'll say,
but he's not. It's not sticking.
But
that could be timing.
Right. That could be timing.
Okay.
And that could be him. You know, that could be him just not choosing. He may not be ready to really settle down. Or
the other big thing I'm going to say, look, I'm 52. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
this program is about, it's in my opinion. You don't have to know. We just have our deeply held opinions about Ronan's life.
Exactly. But this is what I'm saying. I might not meet a partner.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm saying,
right.
Like, I know there's this assumption, right? And the assumption is if you don't, there's something wrong with you. I don't agree.
I agree with you not agreeing with
you know
that.
what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I'm just like, no, I don't, that's no.
Right.
I am a great match and a great catch and all those things, but I also am going to wait for the right person. So to Ronan, I would say, let yourself own the fact that you want a relationship and you are going to do all the things you know how to do to walk towards that.
And this is why, okay, gentlemen, you understand the racket of, marriage, divorce court, family court, it's a racket when you don't have a relationship with yourself. It's a racket. They know that you're going to go into this thing to fail. Marriages are built for most people to fail. And the racket is we got to get paid in all this stuff. Right. That's what I'm saying. And what she's saying to that young man is the worst advice, because if you listen to Ronan's question, he doesn't have game. He doesn't have a relationship with himself. And if you guys don't ever have a relationship with yourself, gentlemen, you are going to fall part of the racket. You're going to be a part of the racket. Because as I said before, I want you to tell your fiance or that woman, if any of you guys are about to get married, I want you to tell that woman that we're not going to have a big wedding. We're going to save the money for our future home, and our future kids. And if she gives you an attitude, you should just end things right there. Gentlemen, please understand, look, the world is going to move in so many ways where you all don't see it. They don't want you to have a relationship with yourself, because if you become one thought, one mind, one way, you're going to see everything differently. And women that see men differently, that see themselves differently, move differently. See that? Women that see men see things and move differently have no choice but to act differently and move differently, or they won't get around that guy. But if you guys out here, now like the last caller, I hope you listen, young man, the one that called the last phone call, he says, I want a relationship. And gentlemen, I think that's great. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. But if you want a relationship and you don't have one with yourself, you're going to fall right into the okey-doke. You're going to get married and come out with all that money. You're going to get divorced and have to spend a lot of money. And in between that, if you have a child, they're going to get you on the family court because they're setting you up for a downfall because they don't want you to realize what you are. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. That's what I'm saying, big dog. I'm saying is that there's nothing wrong. And I say that to all you guys. I want y'all to have relationships, but with yourself. It's the one thing society won't tell you. They want you to look at somebody else to say, my worth and value is tied into somebody else? Fuck you. Hell no. We're not doing that. And we're not going to accept breadcrumbs either, gentlemen. You see what I'm saying? We don't chase because chasing is weakness. We don't beg because begging implies that I'm dependent on you. And we don't play emotional games. We don't do that. Men don't, and that's what women love about men. That's what women want to change. If a woman wants to stand beside you as a man, okay, she doesn't get to offer you breadcrumbs and call it cake. She must bring a feast or bring nothing at all. Not because of your ego or anything like that. Okay? I want you to understand this. Because in your world, you are building the environment in which she should place the feast on your table. And why would you sit at a place where someone's just giving you fucking crumbs? We are not crumb snatchers. We're men. And when we move that way, we change that way. Question right here. 510, what's your name, brother? And what's your question, man? What's up? Shout out to the 132.
Hey, Coach.
What's going on, buddy? How
Hey,
can I
Coach.
help you?
It's Emmanuel. We shoot on the chat.
What's going on, B?
So, you just mentioning being the emotional tampax or
yes,
the guy that she wants to fuck.
Yes.
So, if I made the choice, not the mistake, of being the emotional tampax, is there any way out for me?
Wait, do what now, young man?
So, you was mentioning the emotional tampax.
Yes.
And the guy that she wants to fuck.
Yes.
So there's a woman that reached out to me a couple days ago saying that her cousin died and she needed someone to talk to. I didn't respond. I chose to be the emotional tampax at the time. But is there any way I can change?
No. Gentlemen, the moment you get that application and you sign up for emotional tampax, you can't be anything else but a feminine male. You can't. Okay, look. You guys mistake a woman crying on your shoulder or reaching out to you as that she wants to be with you. When a woman, okay, look, Bushido, if she was sucking your dick, cooking for you, giving you head and buying you things, and something happened, oh my God, you know what? I'm on my way. Let's talk about it. What's going on? Hey, come here. Come here. I got you. It's okay. All right, now wait. Now, if she's not giving you head, not fucking, not cooking, not doing, and she calling you, what did I do? Like the question, Bushido, should be this. Can I ask you a question? Not you. I'm saying this is what you should say to her.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Can I ask you a question? What's wrong? Am I a bitch? I mean, I don't know. Really. I know you got some sanity, but seriously, am I a bitch? And she's gonna be like, no, why would you say that? Then why are you treating me like a bitch? What did I do to make you feel like, okay, wait. Let's check this out. Think about this, Bushido.
Yeah.
Okay, when things don't go your way, you call me. When something tragedy happens, you call me. But why doesn't my phone ring when you're horny? Why doesn't my phone ring when you want to play with your pussy? Why doesn't my phone ring when you want to suck a dick? Why does my phone only ring for tragedy versus sex, fucking, and fun? Why do you call me when the world is coming to an end and you need to feel good about yourself?
Yeah.
But when you ready to play with that monkey meat, you ready to come and you ready to talk dirty and be
You're playing
nasty.
games and shit.
Right. Why doesn't my phone ring? and so
Okay.
it begs the question, am I a bitch? Because apparently you're treating me like a bitch. You mean you'll call me? Wait. Let me ask you another question, baby girl. Don't you play with your pussy? Yes. Don't you masturbate? Yes. Don't you get horny? Of course I do. Well, okay. Well,
yeah.
Then when you're getting horny, why am I not getting a phone call? Why am I just getting my cat Vittles is sick today? Fuck Vittles. But when you want that pussy played with, when you want to suck a dick or you want to masturbate, Bashudo, why am I not getting those calls? Is that not a fair thing to ask, Bashudo? I want to say, am I being mean to women? Is that not a fair question to ask a woman?
No, that's fair. That's fair. And at the moment, I was like, you know what? At the time, we wasn't talking, but when we was fucking, when she sucking my dick, she cooking for me, she buying me shit. I was doing the same shit there. I was in like,
No, wait, Time out, Bushido. Did she suck your dick and fuck you?
She has it in the past, but not right now. We just haven't been talking.
Well, okay. Well, now, hold on now. Wait, I gotta retract some things. Now, wait. Now, hold on. I gotta retract this because now I know you got some pussy. Okay, wait. Now, wait. It's a balance that. Listen. I don't mind you calling me to talk to me about what's on your mind because that's the understanding that we have.
Yeah.
But don't use or try to use my time and waste it. If you're going to give me 50% of you want to talk because something happened to you, I expect another 50 that, Bashudo, I had a long day at work and I need to get this nut off my back. Can you call me so I can play in my pussy? Or Bashudo, you know what? I need some dick. I'm itching. I need some dick. Can you come over and give me some dick? That's fine. Yeah. But don't call me for one thing. I don't mind you. Listen, Bashudo. I don't mind you calling me and talking about that. But don't use or waste my time talking to me about one thing and you're not giving me balance in something else. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I didn't know you were smashing. So if you were smashing, hey, listen, we need to talk about some more fucking. Now, look, we can talk about Vittles, your cat. Baby, I'm sorry you lost your cat. Hey, baby, if you need me to come by, I'll come over. Now, and the reason why you already got the pussy, so it's okay. It's okay. So I'll come over there.
I've been hit that like multiple times, but recently, like in the last 2 weeks, we were talking about doing it again, and I think a lot of shit happened with her, so nothing really happened with her.
Wait. You were talking about smashing? Wait.
We're talking about smashing, like, so I think 2 weeks ago, we're on contact, we're talking about smashing, and fucking, we're speaking on the phone for a couple of minutes, I'm making her smile, I'm making her laugh, I'm being flirty, I'm being sexual. But at the time, I didn't know. Well, the message said a couple of days ago she was going through a lot of shit then, and I was calling her trying to make it happen.
Wait. What? So you tried to make it happen? What day did you try to make it happen on?
I tried to make it happen. I had a whole week, so I gave her time. And I'm available from this time, Monday to Friday after 1 a.m.
All right. So Bashudo, why don't we call her right now?
Okay, let's do it.
All right, Bashudo, what time you free to fuck?
I'm free to fuck. Damn, let me think about this shit.
Bashudo, come on. It's not like you fucking saving. Come on, Bashudo. Come on,
Coach,
dog.
That's the thing. I'm working every single day, Coach.
All right, come on, figure it out. Because for me, I got WrestleMania weekend. So I know that from 5:30 Saturday all the way up Saturday and Sunday, I'm watching WrestleMania. So I'll be like, all right, I can't give you no dick on Friday, Saturday, because I'm watching WrestleMania. Now, after Mania goes off, I have some free time and I come see you and give you some dick then. But you see what I'm saying? So, Bashudo, you should already have your schedule locked in. When are you free?
So that's the thing. This weekend on Saturday, I have a sex party. So I'm not gonna.
I'm not talking about your sex party. I'm not talking about your sex party. What do you have? When is your sex party?
My sex party's on Saturday, and that's after my shift.
Okay, all right. That's Friday, right?
Friday, I'm working. She's working.
Okay, what about Saturday?
Saturday, I'm working. I'm working every day, coach. So my schedule is full.
To what time?
So Friday, I'm working 3 p.m. to 12 a.m.
Okay.
On the Saturday, I'm working 5 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay, there we go. So now let's call her and let her know Saturday I get off at 6. But
that's the day of my sex party, coach.
Okay, what about the Sabbath day? What about Saturday? What about Sunday then?
Sunday?
Yes.
Sunday, I'm off at 6, but she starts her job at, last time I was speaking to her, she's working night.
All right, let's call her and say,
hey,
wait. Let's call her and say, our bodies need to go ahead and schedule this thing. You know, it's way too long since I had some of that tight pussy of yours, okay?
Okay.
All right.
So call her and say, our bodies need to schedule
wait, dog. You're allowed to talk nasty to her. You already saw her butthole and shit. Yeah, you already know the nasty shit you was saying. So you talk shit to her. Say hey dog, our bodies need to get together and figure out some time to go ahead and fuck so I can get some more of that tight pussy of yours. You're allowed to say that. You already hit it.
Okay.
Yeah, talk shit guys, it's okay, guys. It's okay to talk shit to them, dog. If you've already seen their body come on them and all that, talk shit to them, man.
All right, cool. Okay, but let me go over one more time. Our bodies need to schedule some time
so I can feel that tight pussy again.
So I can feel that tight pussy of yours.
You damn right. I mean, come on.
Say no more.
I'm not. Look. I'm not. Look, God, for everyone listening, he already fucked. All right. So this is what I'm saying, guys. If you already
I've been fucking since like November 2023.
Bashudo, it doesn't matter. Let's get this shit out of the way.
Let's go.
Go ahead, make that call, dog. Let's go.
And then speaker. I said send you on speaker. Not speaker, on voicemail.
If it's on voicemail, leave her a message.
Okay, cool.
Come on, Bashudo. You got to answer for everything. Let's go. Let's get it.
Let's do it. Okay, I'm measuring the phone right now. I'm going to call her right now. So, yeah, our bodies need to figure out some time to smash in. I want to feel that tight pussy of yours again. Cool. I got that.
Gentlemen, Bashudo, are you there, motherfucker? Are you? Tonality is everything. Hey, how you doing? How is you doing? And I want to get some pussy. Cool. What was that? Chat room, y'all heard that? Chat room. What's going on, baby? What's going on? Hey, look, I got a question for you. I was thinking about that pussy and everything like that, and I was wondering, you know what? We need to make up some time so our bodies can get together. So why don't you have your pussy called my dick and we set something up? Hold on. Bashudo!
Hey, coach. So I left the message.
What was that? What was that?
What?
What?
What do you mean, what was that?
Bashudo. Relax. Take your time. Talk to the baby. What's going on with you? Pause. Hey, you know what? Lord, come up forward. Pull back. I was thinking about your pussy the other day. I'm like, I was wondering, you know what? I think it's about time our bodies get together. See all that? Tonight, guys. Bashudo, you're like, okay, you know me, I have the, the McDonald's scene, the McDonald's song, for the Big Mac.
Yeah.
You're like this. 12 beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles on the special one. Number one. I get to McDonald's. Like, can I take your order? Yeah. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on the sesame seed bun. Go ahead and get that number one. You see the difference in tonality versus what you're saying, man? It's like you sound like you rushed into it, like you want to hop on her pussy like a right, like and y'all gotta slow it down and learn how to talk to women. You got to be able to talk to the woman. Don't rush it. Slow it down. Give it space, room. My God. Fuck. You busted a nut just as fast as you said that shit. I'm gonna see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
All right, B.
Yeah, so if you get back, I'm gonna call back. But
all right, man. But slow that shit down, dude. Cool. All right, Bashuda, we'll throw you back in. Appreciate you, man. Oh my God, man. Come on, lines up. We got y'all, man. We chopping it up. Let's get back to this ism right here. We spitting on this joint, guys. Y'all want to call in? We got y'all. Here we go. Let's get it.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't find the right person, it's not a reflection of you.
Yeah.
If you're doing all the right things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the first thing I would say to Ronan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The second thing is ask yourself the question, is dating helping you get towards what you want?
No. Dating me is going to help me get to what I want. I will say it again. Dating me is going to do that because I'm only going to live on my terms. I'm only going to move on my terms. All right? So when I meet a woman, okay, a woman who's used to giving up just a little bit of control, who thinks affection and all that other shit should be earned piece by piece and all that shit. Nah, we're not doing that, dog. We've got to rise and create other standards. And we cannot, now watch this, guys, it's very important. If you're listening to what that woman is saying, this is why a lot of y'all guys get brokenhearted. And I got a video, I'm doing a reaction off of another guy who did the same thing. So I'll be dropping that one as soon as I get it edited, gentlemen. But what I'm saying to y'all guys out here, when you set expectations for everybody else, you're always going to get just defeated and you get pissed off. We cannot ask somebody anything or expect them to be. You cannot expect a woman to listen to you. You cannot expect a woman to care for you. You cannot expect a woman to stop talking to other men. You cannot expect that. But when you have a standard, gentleman, and you run into a woman, she's going to recognize I have to change my attitude for this guy because I don't expect anything of a woman. She can do whatever the fuck she wants to do, but it doesn't mean I need to entertain her. So please remember that, guys. Soaking this up, got a question, please put a Q. Had to show y'all that one. Let's get it.
Or is it actually distracting you because there's enough drama that you're not having the courage to say, this is what I want? I had a friend who was dating recently and the guy is out of a divorce and there's just some stuff going on and they really like each other, but he's kind of in a hallway. And she said, which I thought was the most courageous and beautiful thing, why don't you call me when you're out of the hallway?
Yeah.
You know?
If a woman has to say that to you guys, walk the fuck away. Women are only going to see you two ways, gentlemen. And I'm serious. Two ways. Now, I want y'all to soak this up. Now, I'm going to talk about the hallway. No, I'm about to tell you that hallway. That hallway goes in two different directions. The first hallway is either you're going to do one or two things. For all my dogs out here, please listen to me. I fucking can't stand this, but I'll be honest. What she's saying is, and there's the problem about the hallway that most of you understand. They're either going to see you in two different ways if we're looking at the hallway. They're going to see a man walking towards his throne, or they're going to see a man walking towards the aisle 7 of the Tampaxes and the Massengill and the fucking makeup and the eyeliner and the blush. There are only two directions in which they're going to see you. So if a woman recognizes that you're going towards the Tampax aisle and she says what she's saying, guys, walk away. Guys, a woman should never have to tell you to make a fucking decision. And if you're going towards the Tampax and a woman recognizes that, she's saying, man up. I need you to be my man. I shouldn't have to tell you to figure things out. You should already have things figured out. Listen to what I'm saying. You should have everything figured out. And if you don't have everything figured out, that's why you're going to have problems with women, because women need structure and leadership.
No,
when you find a room.
Yeah, when you find a room. And like, if you still think I'm somebody that could be in that room with you, then give me a call. I mean, I said to someone I was dating recently, like, I've come to realize that you are not a loving match for me as much as I love you.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to.
That is a nice cold-blooded cut right there.
See, I'm all like, that's so
I know, right?
true.
Oh.
Y'all see why I tell them I don't want their love? You all see why I never ask for a woman's love, friendship, or attraction. I'm lovable. They're going to be attracted to me. I get that. But what she's saying, I feel that you're not a loving match for me. Take care. Or I feel that you're not a loving match for me. Hey, baby, let me tell you something. Come here. Listen, let me tell you something. Look, sometimes we always come to an end. And you know what? Hey, listen, I just want to let you know. I really appreciate. Remember that time we was out in the pasture and you sucked my dick in the rain? Yeah, I just remember. Yeah, we got some good memories. But you know what, baby? This ain't working out. And you know what? If you feel that I'm not your person, then look, hey, listen. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you find what you're looking for. And you take care of yourself. Y'all see that? Do y'all see how easy that is? And then hold on. And then hey guys, you know how cold I am. Hold on, let me see if I can call him. Let me see if I can call him real quick. Hold on. Let me see if y'all know. Hold on. Let me see if I can call him. Because the woman says it's over. Let me see if I can call him. Hold on. Let me see if I can call him right now live on the air. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get him.
Dean, I'm in school, man.
All right, real quick question. I'm on a live show. Bud, she says I don't love you anymore, and I say goodbye. He hung up because he's in class. God damn it, he's in class. God damn it. I tried to catch him before. God damn it, he's in class right now. Anyway, y'all get it. Y'all know what it is. Now serving customer 384 at window number 2. Guys, if you got a question, please put a Q. We got y'all covered, and we were answering y'all questions, guys. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Let's get it.
Craig's like that. It's Mr. Nice Guy.
I didn't hear from him for a while.
I bet. He's still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, well, he made his bed before when he wasn't showing up the way he should have. I gave him enough tries. And the crazy thing is for me, when it takes a lot for somebody to get inside my heart and feel safe. Once you get in there, it's so hard for me to get you out. And I have to really give myself time. And that's the other thing I would say to Ronan about him sort of.
No, she wanted somebody. See, here's the problem, gentlemen, that a lot of women do. Women want everything on their terms. And if she doesn't get what she wants on her terms, then what she's going to do exactly what she did. She's going to try to try to dismiss them or get rid of them. But when you're a real one, guys, you just move on, man. You don't trip over that stuff. I keep telling y'all guys, when y'all learn this game and get this game down to learn that, guess what? They're going to fall in love with you guys. When you're a man, when you're that guy, they're going to fall in love with you. They're going to see a future with you. But this is why you squash it early on by letting them know that we're not in a relationship. We're just hanging out. I had to tell one of my clients, my clients had to kind of check one of his girls that older than him, right? Because, they just fucking, but she wants to bring up her birthday. Like, your birthday is like none of my business, right? Your birthday's none of my business, right? Right? Let me see if I can show you this shit. Let me see if I can show you this shit. No, give me a second. Let me see if I can show you this shit. Birthday's none of your business, right? Remember that, guys? Hold on. Let me see if I can find that joint. Let me see if I show you that shit. Hold on. Wait, fuck. Hold on, let me grab it for you. Let me show y'all. Show y'all. Here we go. Yeah. So we gave her correction, right? We gave her correction. Let me see if I turn it this way. Can I turn it this way? Shit. Yeah. So I told him to just say, say happy birthday, dirty whore and shit. But I want y'all to see what she replied back to him after that. Wait, let me see if I can show y'all. Shit. Damn it, I'll just read it. So she said, now you got that out of the way quickly. How about you tell me happy birthday while you're sliding that dick in. You see what I'm saying? That's what it said. Maybe I can show y'all. I'm trying to show y'all what it says if y'all catch it. Hold on. Damn it. I wanted to show y'all, but that's what I'm saying, dog. So when some women out there are going to try to move the pendulum and try to force their way into your world and in your universe, and you have got to stand on your principles. And some women like to dangle them walking away from you. And that was a tactic that she used. I don't feel like you're the person I need to love. I need to leave this relationship thinking that that's going to get that person to say, oh, no, I'm sorry. Let's work it out. So just remember that, guys. Here we go. If you got a question, put a Q. Ask your question line. Guys, lines are open. Don't forget, 2:30 in the morning, we'll be going live, gentlemen. 2:30, we'll be going live on the show.
Pining around this old relationship. Remember that in memory, you remember the good stuff.
That's right.
So it's not always the full picture. There's a reason that didn't work, and you can trust that. Yeah. And the right relationship, there's nothing you can do to make it stop. Like it will resurface itself if it's meant to be.
Well, I think that's really great, solid advice. I think there are a lot of people who put too much pressure on trying to find everything in one person. I don't know if that's Ronan's issue. But if it is, I encourage him to, be a little more open and to understand that relationships are long and there are also ebbs and flows, right? So I think sometimes people who date don't realize that, in long-term relationships, you're gonna have deep, deep dips and you're gonna have
a bad year.
You're gonna have a bad. I tell people, and folks think that this is harsh. It's like, you're going to have a bad decade.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been married to my husband for 30 plus years. I mean, the truth is, if you add it all up, even the year, if the odds were you're going to be married to your partner.
Gentlemen, there is no such thing. All right. I know y'all think this is crazy. But men don't argue. And we don't fight with women. There are going to be disagreements because there's going to have to be some structure and understanding. But how can you say there's a bad decade? That's 10 years. If y'all don't know that, a decade, 10 years. So when you're with a real man, Keep running your mouth for 10 minutes and watch what happens. I'm dead serious. You can have an attitude. Listen, guys, I'll tell you guys, high school, let me tell you guys, I always loved to do this when I was able to drive. They know I'm seeing other chicks and stuff like that. Then I get around to them and everything. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to come through. And then they want to give me an attitude. Like, they're mad at me knowing that they knew all along that, I'm seeing a bunch of people. I got time to see you. Now I'll come see you. And then you go over there and they get an attitude, like all coldish, stand off, man, when you get this game, you just turn around and go out that door. Wait, what are you going? Or, hey, remember I used to tell y'all guys that, you remember that, guys? You remember that? So at the end of the day, man, guys, we got to make sure at the end of the day, we stand on our principles and we stand on the game, dog. That's the other thing. That's the only thing we have is the game. Let's get back to it. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's get back to it. Got a question, guys. Put a queue. Lines are open. Call in. Let's go. Here we go.
For 50 years, and 10 of those years could be bad.
Nope.
That's
You'd sign up for it.
You'd sign up for it.
You'd sign up for it.
Right. And that's really how it works out.
That's the reality of it.
The reality is that if you choose to have a traditional marriage and you have kids, let me tell you, the years of 1 to 13 will be bad for you as a...
Gentlemen, men don't have bad relationships. We get rid of people, and I don't mean in a bad way, that are not worthy of our time. Gentlemen, I know the world makes y'all, I know the world makes y'all think at the end of the day that all relationships are bad and people are bad and you got to argue and you got to fight with people. You don't have to do that with women. Let me tell you something. When women know you're him, they know that, look, fuck around and find out. Test me. Question. Ask that. And I promise you it's not going to work out for you. I think this is a prank call. I'm not sure. I've got that. See if I have to block this. 928, what's your name and what's your question?
Hello, my name's Jose. My question is, Steve, you said that a man should have everything figured out, correct?
Sure.
And I remember from the previous caller, he said, should I leave her a voicemail? You said, yes, you should have everything figured out. What would be the reason why we don't have things figured out? Or if from the limited knowledge that we have, should we have things?
What do you mean? What limited knowledge do you have? I've been doing this shit for decades. What do you mean limited knowledge? What excuse? What do you mean limited knowledge? What are you talking about?
Well, from the experience, you could say you have way more experience than others.
Yes.
So you have a lot to pull from compared to others.
Yes.
How do you become? How do you become that experienced?
How old are you, big guy?
I'm 26.
So if I want to be an experienced doctor, where do you think I need to go?
You have to study for 8 years, be disciplined.
You got to go to medical school. If you want to learn, dog, come on. Why do you keep asking me the same question to get the same answer? You got to learn the fucking game, dog. Why do you keep asking me the same question? I don't understand. Why do you keep asking me the same question? Hello?
I'm trying to figure that out.
No,
I'll ask myself that deeply.
No, don't ask yourself deeply that. Let me ask you a question. Do you have a handicap or disability or something? Because maybe that's the problem. Maybe you can't accept. Is there something wrong?
No.
Do you have a handicap or ADD or anything like that?
I don't have the HD.
Do you have any? Well, there has. Okay, I'm not trying to be mean to you. There has to be something wrong with you if you keep asking me the same question that has the same answer. Well, I'm having trouble with women. How do I get over that? Learn the game. Well, I'm doing this and this and this. How do I do that? Learn the game. Everything that in your answer you're asking for that you don't know. Well, I don't know this. How do I learn that? Learn the fucking game. How is it that everything you ask goes back to the same point, But you keep asking it a different way, buddy. I don't understand. Why is that?
I mean, okay, no, that's great insight, because now that you said I keep asking the same question but in different ways, that means that's the answer. Like, I'm just repeating myself, but it makes it more clear. Now I understand where you're coming from.
No, but young man, I'm asking, why are you asking the questions, buddy?
I mean, so I started the pathway, the first core.
But you're not done with the pathway. You haven't, yes. But what I'm saying to you is that you're saying, if I have limited knowledge, yes?
Yes.
And I want to gain knowledge, then you gain it by learning from what, even right in this show right here. We've been on for 2 hours and 49 minutes. You should have learned something.
I mean, yes, I'm learning. I can take notes, but I'm doing something else in the meantime while I'm listening to you.
What are you talking about? Mean something you just to me. What are you talking about?
Well, like the projects. When I'm doing anything, I listen to you while doing work.
It's okay, buddy. I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying that you're acting like you can't think for yourself. That's what we teach you, to think for yourself. Not to regurgitate, but to think for yourself. Meaning that when you're by yourself, when you're taking a shower or brushing your teeth or somewhere in your home, and you're like, well, your question was, well, how do I gain information, know what I want? Why don't you ask yourself, what the fuck do I want? And start writing that down. I don't understand that, buddy.
All right, no, that's good advice. Sit down and ask yourself, and then write it down. We'll do that. Thank you.
All right, caller, we'll let you go. Thank you for the call, buddy.
All right, thanks.
All right, thank you. All right, let's continue. Lines are open, guys. Ain't gonna be on too long. Won't be on too long. We'll continue, guys. Ask questions. Got you. We're almost done. Don't forget, 2:30 Eastern in the morning, a.m., guys. If you're overseas, we'll be going live, riding with the Dean for about an hour and some change. So make sure, for all you guys overseas, make sure you're there for that. But here we go.
An adult, because it's beautiful, but they'll take you for a loop, and you love them, and you don't want to hate them because they're cute. So you're going to be mad at the person who is sitting next to you, the other adult.
The one who helped you make it.
The one who helped you make it, So that accounts for just a decade, right? I think people don't think about that as they date because they're trying to find the match that where all those 30 years.
No, there is no match. That's the lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Plenty of Fish makes you write shit down to try to find. There is no match. Listen to me. There can never be a match. I'll show you why. Nobody else is going to show you this. There can never, ever, ever be a match based off of this. There is nobody out there like you. There is, based off of this right here, there is nobody in the world like you. You can never find a match except within yourself. One thought, one mind, one way. There are no other matches. You are the only one you can match up with because it's you. They lie to you and make you think that you can match up with a woman. No. You match up with you. She sees the value in you and decides to follow your program. There is, gentlemen, this is why I keep telling y'all, just because we don't have anything in common doesn't mean she won't fuck. There's no matches. There'll never be. I tell you guys, please understand this. There are no matches. All you guys out there, stop looking for your match. The only match you can look for is you. That's why you have to have the relationship with yourself, because that's the only match that's going to connect. The love that you have for yourself, the honor and the integrity that you have for your dick to say, she doesn't deserve my dick. She doesn't deserve my time. She doesn't deserve my attention. Because you know who does? I do. I deserve me. I deserve my attention. I'm not saying you deserve your dick. Y'all know what I'm talking about, because some of you assholes going to say that shit. But y'all know what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying to all you guys out here, y'all got to stop looking at things the wrong way. This guy says, okay, so no match, but what about someone that compliments how you want to live your life? Is that an okay statement? Sir, if the person that compliments your life realizes that they're coming into your life and they've got to modify their behaviors to stay in your life, that's different. This is why I keep telling y'all, man. This is why y'all have bad relationships, and this is why y'all always fuck up your relationships. Because you're trying to either go into a woman's world, or you're allowing poisonous, negative, fucked up behaviors to come into your world without you checking it. So if someone compliments you, Law, but has a fucked up attitude, and what are you going to do then? What if she compliments 9 things and the 10th thing is she wants to go out in public and show her ass off? This is what I'm saying to y'all guys, man. Okay, Law, let me show you something that women don't want you to know. When you're a mark, they know how to compliment everything you do. When you're a mark. Callers, Law, listen to me. Think about this for a second, Law. This is how deep it is. I'm going to show you this. Now, you know there are buildings out in this world that have poles inside of them called strip clubs. Can we all agree on that? Can we all agree there are buildings in our neighborhood around the world that have poles on there called strip clubs? And can we agree that those guys not only go into those buildings to give money, they will go to the ATM machine to get more money to give these women money? Why? Because the stripper, like a woman, not calling women strippers, but they're smart. They know how to compliment the sucker to make him feel like they actually are interested in them. So you're saying because a woman compliments you, who's to say she's running game on you to get a bigger ass out of you, man? So y'all got to stop all this, what if she does this and all that other shit? Y'all have got to stop that, because if y'all guys don't stop that, they're going to run game on you, man. You see what I'm saying? What I am saying is that you guys, real quick, most of you guys live in this fear of losing something. And you don't want to lose her. You don't want to lose her love. You don't want to lose her approval. And you don't want to lose the comfort of pussy or hugs or kisses. And you guys will twist yourselves in knots just to stay in someone's fucking life, but not a one-of-one motherfucker. A man's power doesn't come from being wanted. It comes from being able to say, I don't need this, I choose it, and I can unchoose it just as fast as I chose it. What did the king say in the Tudors? I can raise you up and put you down as quickly as I found you. That's what I'm saying. I allow you into my world, and just as fast as you come in, as fast as I can go out. That's what I'm saying to you guys. That's the power that women love, the power of walking away. But you guys get yourselves tied in knots trying to prove yourselves. I don't want you young men proving yourselves. You're not those motherfuckers. Come on, man. We got to be better. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get this game. Got a question, guys? I'm going to be on too long. Got a question? Go ahead. Put a Q. Call in. We got you. Let's continue this a little bit more. Here we go.
Years are going to be blissful.
Yeah, well, that's crazy.
And it's like, that's just not going to happen.
It is when you're, guys, Y'all have known me, for some of y'all guys, y'all have known me since I've been doing shows in the late 90s. And some of you guys know Lucario for decades. Some of y'all just getting to know Zag and Fifth and Miles and all the fellas. When have you ever seen us have a problem in a relationship? When have you ever seen us have issues with women? Okay? When have you seen that? And I say for you guys out here, I will always tell you this, and I've always said this since 1997. A woman will never be a problem. A problem is a meteor the size of Jupiter heading towards Earth. That's a fucking problem. That's a problem. But because you have power as a man, they're not a problem. They'll never be a problem to a man. Relationships are not bad. The world create. Okay, look. Okay, just real quick. Let me off topic real quick to show you how it works. There's got to be money in this. Boy meets girl, man meets woman. Man's got to take her to dinner because that's what he thinks. Money. He's got to keep putting money out to a point where Christmas comes, Valentine's Day comes, birthday comes, then y'all break up. And then you got to start all over again. Boy meets a woman, take her to dinner. Y'all get in a relationship, Christmas rolls around, birthday, Valentine's Day, and then y'all break up. You got to do it all over again. Y'all see how they get you? Versus a man meets a woman. Oh, excuse me. Wait. Ice cream, coffee, tea. That's it. And then guess what? The woman then starts to your birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day. And then y'all break up. You still good on your money. What? Oh, wait. I spent what? $7? $5 ice cream. That's what they don't want to show you guys on there, okay? All right? That's what they don't want you to see. Let's see here. Wait a second. Question. I got a question right here. This guy says, I live in a city that's 6% black population. Hispanic women tend to look down and away when they get in speaking range. Should I? Okay. B. The problem is, sir, there's no such thing as a cold approach. So I think there is the problem. Problem is because you've been listening to a lot of homophobic guys telling you about hot approaches, cold approaches, and pickup. They don't understand that they're setting you up for a downfall. So the minute that you believe in cold approaching is the minute that when you open your mouth and they see you, there is something fucked up and weird about you, okay? What I'm saying to you is the fact that if you using pickup, and it's all good, caller, because a lot of people don't understand the game. See, you're taught to value women so much that your reality and your algorithm says that because I'm worthless and her pussy has value, then I've got to come up with a fucking fake ass word called cold approach, meaning that that woman has more power over you. So when you walk up to that woman through emotional perfect pitch, she recognizes there is something weird about you and creepy about you because real motherfucking men don't move off of pickup artists or PUAs, gimmicks, and lies. They learn off the game of being one thought, one mind, one way by not thinking about a code approach. This is like when you're the guy and you have diamond dick, you're going to start doing this.
I say it like this. If you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do.
Then by those things, you're not a teller what to do because you've already placed a value on. Guys, I'm undefeated with this shit. Young man, I want you to look at your statement. I got your other questions. Yeah, hold on. Listen to me. There's no such thing as an attractive woman, motherfucker. This is why you're not getting any women. It's because you're so thirsty. You're labeling somebody who, think about this. Now, this is where this homophobic metrosexual shit comes from. You're falling for the eyeliner, the makeup, the push-up bra, and everything in between, young man. What the fuck do you mean? What is an attractive woman? How do you know she's attractive? Because she looks good, that's fine. But the moment you label her attractive is the moment you're going to become a bottom bitch. What the fuck does he mean attractive? Brother, I keep telling you in the game. Listen, game is what game does. Attractive is what attractive does. Sexy is what sexy does. She hasn't done anything sexy, but because you don't love yourself, because you hate yourself, because you don't believe in yourself, and because you belittle yourself, you put yourself down, why would a woman want to fuck with you when you hate yourself? Why? And I'm being dead serious. I'm asking a simple question. What? Yes, that's right, Blunt. You treat her like a family or a celebrity. She treats you like a fan. I'm asking you, big dog. Why are you making her so special? Okay, listen, gentlemen, please understand this. And this is not knocking women, but I'm trying to help you, B. B, I got you. I'm trying to help you here. Listen, I want you to ask yourself this question. What is so special about a woman that you have to go to the seduction community to learn tricks and gimmicks just to talk to the fucking woman when talking to a goddamn woman has nothing to do with the game? There's no such thing as, okay, so when a lion goes after a zebra, what's the determination of a cold approach, a warm approach, or lukewarm approach? What is the difference? Young man, you've got to get out of your head and stop allowing losers to teach you how to be a bigger loser, okay? I got your other questions right here. 678, what's your name and what's your question? 678, hello? Yes, what's your name, sir, and what's your question?
Hey, Steve, this is Aaron. So my question was actually in regards to a statement you made earlier when you said a man does not accept breadcrumbs from a woman.
You motherfucker, right.
Okay, but my understanding is that anything a woman does of her own volition would be a breadcrumb.
No.
Because she...
No.
No?
No. A breadcrumb is when women realize you're so thirsty and desperate, they can just fuck with you. Hey, you want to go out? I'll think about it. Hey, you want to do this? I'm not sure. You want to do that? Maybe. Listen, she's doing it on her own volition, but she's doing it because she doesn't like or fucking respect you. When a woman, okay, guys, I don't think y'all understand. When a woman is fucking with you, they get excited to talk to you. They get excited to see you. And any chance they get to see you, they ain't gonna fuck that off. And if they fuck it off, they're gonna make sure they're like, oh, wait, can we see each other, da-da-da-da-da. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. So this is more about how she actually feels about you based on what she thinks she can give you to make you happy.
But no. I don't know. There's no make me happy. A woman can't make me anything, dog. Women can't. Okay, look, dog. I make me happy. There is nobody else in this world that can make me happy. My children probably can make me happy because they do things that draw out happiness out of me, but I'm happy.
And that's it.
That's it. You can't buy happiness. You can't wear happiness. Y'all are chasing a ghost. But see, when a woman gets with a man that is grounded in himself, she'll realize that, you know what? Holy shit. All my life, I thought this was happy and that was happy. But because of your leadership and your guidance and the way you're training me up, I realized my happiness is all about me. It's not you. You damn right. I can't make you happy. You can't make anybody happy. Does that make sense?
It does. It does. Nothing outside affects a man. He affects him. That's it.
He affects himself, right? And if I affect myself and I get around a woman, right?
Yes.
They'll say to you, no, hey, Steve, you know what? I'm so happy to, no, stop. Don't ever say that again. What do you mean? I'm just no, stop. No. I am not your source of happiness. I'm glad you feel a certain way when we're together. I appreciate that. But I've got to train her up because if she tells me she's happy and then I leave her, then I'm going to make her what? The opposite of what? Happy? I'm going to make her what?
Sad.
Right. No, because then at that point, she's going to look to other vices to find and fill that void of sad. When they have that void of sad, they look for happy things, right? What I'm going to teach her is that I'm going to set you up in a position that if we don't work out, that anybody you mess with, you'll never look to them for something that you have already or you should obtain, happiness.
Damn.
Because I'm one of one. So if I'm one of one and she's none of nothing and she's one of many, because, you know, happiness could be dresses, clothes, shoes, person, all that other stuff. What makes her fall in love and want to be with me is that I educate her on things that she doesn't understand. They look, women, everybody, and just saying for women, because we're talking about women, they look for happiness outside of themselves. They do it through affirmations. Just like this woman, the woman we're talking about, she doesn't know what happiness is. She's not a happy person because she's never been around someone who loves himself, what? Unconditionally. A man. And when a woman meets someone who loves it, this is why women love men who love themselves. You see what I'm saying? It ties in. I'm not trying to get you to love me. That's what I'm saying. I don't want you to love me, but you're going to fall fucking head over heels in love with me because I'm not forcing you to do anything. I'm unlocking things in you. And I'm letting you see new worlds and new realities and new things. And through that, you're going to think I'm your source of happiness. But no, I'm not. I can't make you happy. I can't. Now, caller, I can make you special. I can make you feel special. Yeah, 5 play. You know, I can make you feel special. I can't make you happy, but that's what I would tell her. I can never make you happy, but I can make you feel special.
Coach, I feel like I just had a big epiphany by what you just said.
What's up?
So, I mean, I just realized me, like a regular guy, like regular guys, they're going to hear you make me feel happy and it's going to make them feel warm and fuzzy. They're going to think that that's a good thing. They're going to be like, oh, wow, they're going to see it as a good thing. But I mean, from what you just said, you're actually realizing that she's misguided and giving her the correct direction regardless of
all women.
You're thinking like,
here's a shocker. The majority of women out there are misguided until they get with a guided man. They're misguided. Okay, think about this. What do I keep telling you? And I want to make sure I preface this so y'all got to understand this. I don't believe in abuse, hitting women, hurting women, or anything like that, okay? Right? I don't believe in that. But what do abusers do? They cloak themselves into these nice guys to tap in and to their vulnerabilities to make them feel happy around them, right? And then use their happiness as a mechanism to control them. Abusing a woman, and she feels happy with him, but he abuses her. She doesn't like the abuse, but she can't leave him because if she leaves him, she's going to feel sad and feel like she's missing this thing, or she's in a relationship with somebody that's not being a man in a relationship.
And he knows that and he tries to use it.
Well, yeah, but either way, it goes both ways. What I'm saying is when a woman gets around a real motherfucking man, I can't, listen, you're going to feel something for me, but that's not happiness. That's your ass falling in love with me, and you don't even realize it. But first, for her, it's got to be, women have these steps like friendship, attraction, love. You know, they got these like stepping stones and all this stupid ass shit they have. They come over with no. I am not your source of happiness. You feel happy around me, that's cool. But I'm trying to show you that you don't need me and you don't need anybody. And I show them that they need themselves. But through the guidance of what I show them, they love me for it because I'm doing it with no strings attached. I don't try to keep, that's why they want to stay with us, because they know that we're not disingenuous. They know that we're not fucking with their feelings and all that shit. And that's why they change and modify their behavior, because they're like, damn, this motherfucker's going to accept me for, because I'm broken. They're broken. These women are broken because they no matter, okay, remember, always remember, young man, every woman you meet, from the moment you met her, that moment right there in time, what you meet is a subtotal of everybody that she's been with, talked to, hung out with, dated, broke up with, or whatever. She's the subtotal of those humans. And those humans don't even like themselves. So all she knows is what she knows. And then this is where guys say, well, you know, if she's black or orange or yellow or blue, because I don't want to name colors, man, they got this attitude. They should have a fucking attitude. Every woman should be all fucked up and mad and angry and bitter. Because why? She meets somebody that pretends to be nice, to be sweet, to be kind, to be thoughtful, to be understanding, to give her and want the relationship. Watch this. Only to want to fuck her and roll the fuck out. So why shouldn't she be that way, right? Why shouldn't she be that way? She should be all fucked up. See, y'all guys want this perfect woman, but y'all aren't even perfect ass men. You can't ask for a woman to be perfect when you got all this fucked up shit inside of you. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that there's nothing wrong, even with the woman I'm talking about. There's nothing wrong with her. She just doesn't have structure of a fucking man. That's the problem. Most of these women have never ran into a motherfucker caller ever. You missed earlier, ever. That said, guess what? I am not trying to take over anything. I'm not trying to chase you. I'm not trying to run behind you. I'm not trying to do anything like that, man. That's not what the fuck I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to be a part of your world. Fuck your world. Your world's all fucked up. That's the truth. Why would I want to be a part of your world? But I have structure. I have stability. I have an understanding of who I am. I'm in the greatest relationship that I can ever be in, and that is with myself. I am totally fucking in love with me unconditionally, period, right? That period, right? So because I am that way and I see myself that way, that means that the way my world is and the way I operate within the comfort of my world is that I move by a rule. And that is me above all things. That's not a fucking motto. Like I said before, that's my goddamn law. It's my law. And you can try to walk over me. You could try to disrespect me. You can try to yell at me, and I'm gone. I'm not fucking asking you why. Because look, if you fuck with me, not you, caller, you see what I'm saying? A man. If you fuck with a real man, she's gonna modify. I don't need to tell you not to dress like a fucking whore and go out there and do all skimpy and fucking skin. You should call her. You know why I give women free will and tell them to date who they want and see who they want? Because they have got to recognize what they have. And once they recognize it, they make the adjustments. But who am I to say you can't see him and you can't talk to him? She's going to rebel against me because she's going to recognize I'm insecure.
And this is why guys get into divorces, their girlfriends cheat on them,
right?
All that kind of stuff,
right?
Because they tried to put her in this box of a girlfriend, of a wife,
right? And I'm not boxing her. I'm freeing her. I am freeing her, and that's what I'm trying to get you to see. I'm saying me above all things, okay? And it's not being mean or anything like that. I'm saying that right now, I get it. You have been with individuals who have liked or hated themselves. That is your reality. That is who you are. And I will not knock you for that. But in your reality, you think a like is actually love. But that's just the like. It's just women have strong, they never, again, caller, as I said before, a woman doesn't know love until she loves a man. She'll never know love. She'll never know it. Because a motherfucker that has unconditional love doesn't give a fuck. You can't move me. You can't move me off my square. If you want to see somebody else, hey, go ahead. If you want to date somebody else, please go do it. Hey, like she said, like earlier today, well, I don't feel I love you anymore because you're not. Hey, baby, it's cool. See that? I'm not gonna beg you back because I know I'm the fucking prize. When is the prize begging somebody who has uplifted them back? I'm the fucking prize. I don't need to beg you back. I know you're gonna come on a comeback because you're gonna realize that I'm him. That's what I'm saying. I'm him. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense, caller?
It does.
Right. So I'm saying that with guys on, see, look. And I just say this real quick because I don't like talking about this. You can see on the news or on YouTube what happens when guys don't love themselves. You see what happens all the time. It happens every day, all like clockwork. There is some person doing something to a woman and burying her and ending her life because his fucking feminine ass emotions cannot handle her. Couldn't handle that, I love you and I need you in my life and I don't love women. You don't love them. We fall into respect. And the respect is the man that, listen, if you fucking with me, you are representing me. And if you don't represent me the right way, I'm done with you. That's it. I'm not going to ask anything of you. Hey, look, if you wonder why because this is what they'll say. Why aren't you calling me? Did I do something wrong? Why aren't you talking to me? No, listen, I'm just not the right guy for you. That's it. See that? I'm not going to hit you, harm you, or do something. I'm going to do the greatest thing that women can't accept and handle, a motherfucker to walk away into the fucking sunset where I grab my stick and my fucking bandana, look for the next boxcar train, jump in that motherfucker to the next town. That's the depth of a man. That's a depth of a man. Because I demand respect of myself. I don't want your love. I got enough love for me to love. But I'm saying for her, I'm falling into respect. She's going to love me, but I'm going to fall into respect with her. That's the difference. And then that way, you're not having any problems. But see, when you fall in love, again, I always tell you, love your mom and your dad, right? You can love your dog because your dog loves you unconditionally. Now, I don't know if your parents love you unconditionally because some parents, some were born of a fuck. So not all parents loved you. Some of them just fucked and made you. Sorry, it's just what it is. But love them. But a dog I always tell everybody, if you want to know what unconditional love is, get a dog. Them motherfuckers will show you unconditional love. They will be by your side no matter what. Even if you pat them on their ass for doing something wrong, you pat your chest, they'll come. They'll defend you. They hear somebody coming, they'll growl. I'm not saying women are like dogs, but I'm saying is the standard of you have got to be able to let women go and say to them, I'm not the guy for you. Because if you don't like how I'm running things, then I don't need you around. Bye. Peace. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. I've got one more question.
Sure. What's up, brother?
So I've never really actually understood what makes a woman, what makes a man respect a woman or fall into that respect. Is it that she sees that value? She sees the value in the guidance and his leadership, and she has the desire and will.
Because she's not going to notice a motherfucker pandering for pussy. The moment you start pandering for pussy, she already knows you don't give a fuck about yourself. Because she's saying, I ain't shit. To herself, like, damn, I'm a fucked up ass person who got a bunch of fucked up things about me, and this motherfucker's still running behind me. I've got issues. I've got insecurities, and I've got ups and downs, and I got to eat my chocolate cake, and I got to cry, and I'm going through all this shit, and you're trying to tell me I'm valuable, you lying motherfucker. You're just trying to fuck me. They got to work for us. That's what I'm saying, brother. They gotta work for a man. And people don't understand that. It's not bad that they gotta work, but the benefits of being with a man outweighs everything, dog. Because here's the thing, look. Look, at the end is that I've created my world and my reality, right? And if you want to exist in that world, you have to prove that you are worthy of it. And if you're not worthy of it, then you're not worthy of this dick, my time, or my attention. That's it. But be warned, you're going to fall in love with me because our connection is going to be so great because for the first time, you've never had free will. They don't know what fucking free will is. They have no idea what it is when they get in a relationship. It's a mind fuck. It's a mind fuck. You should never tell a woman what she can and cannot do, run behind her, look through her phone and all that other shit. Do what you've been doing. We just met. I'm not here to stop you from doing what you're doing. But guess what happened, caller? When they realize value and worth, they make the change because they see it. You can't force her to see it. I can't walk up to a woman and say, bitch, I'm valuable. Bitch, but I'm valuable. Listen to me, I'm valuable. You can't do that shit. She gonna recognize value because big dick energy, diamond dick, and making it about your dick moves in a different remember, young man, she only knows her reality algorithm only knows desperation, thirst, and creepy. They don't know HIM or MAN. They don't know that reality. They don't know that. And in their reality, their pussy is so special. They got all these guys running behind their pussy like they're special until they meet us and they're like, nah, your pussy ain't special. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have any other questions?
That's it, Coach. Thank you.
All right, brother, great question. We'll throw you back in, guys. Last round of questions, guys. We're about to wrap this joint up. I did say I'll grab some of your questions. Let me see anything. Did I miss any questions here? Let me see if I miss any questions. He said, I've been stuck completely in conference. Wait, he said this? Wait, yeah. He said, I've been stuck completely in my comfort zone to the point where I make comments to myself that don't keep them out of fear, excuses. You can't, Alan. Alan, the honest truth is you can't. You're not, Alan. Alan, please understand this. Everybody's not built to be a man, young man. And until you figure out that you want to stop being a victim, you want to stop crying and learn how to be a student of the game, nothing can help you. And that's the honest truth. You're nothing. You're just, all you're doing is staying in a reality or duplicating the same reality. And you will never be able to find what you want in a woman, because if you do, she will be the dictator of that and run your motherfucking ass. All right, let's get a little bit more of her video. Guys, last round of questions. If you got them, go ahead, guys. 2:30, guys. Don't forget, 2:30, we're going to go live riding with the Dean, 2:30 East. So I want to get a few more in before we wrap this up. Let's get a little bit more what she has to say.
Can I just ask what some of the 32 things on the list were?
Yes.
Of the questions?
Yes,
so
you can.
Curious.
Yes,
is that
you
okay?
can.
Is that okay? Is that valid?
It's okay.
Is that a valid question?
so
You're okay to
good.
answer that?
That is so good.
It is
That's
good.
a great
It is good. You
question.
just
It might help Ronan.
It might help Ronan.
And me.
And
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what they were.
so
What was item 30?
So I guarantee you Kelly still has the list.
Oh, that's
because it
fantastic.
was-
Ooh, we should get her on the phone.
It was significant. But she has this one thing that I didn't have on my list, but I would put on my list now is, are you comfortable with me being able to stand alone in a room?
Joy, say that again?
Are you comfortable with me being able to stand alone in a room? So to your point, you have this full life and you have this aura about you that if we're going somewhere, and the same with you, we go into a room, we might not be right next to each other.
We're not going to be couple to couple.
We're not going to be couple to couple.
You go
Are
one
you
in.
okay with me standing alone? Because I can stand
question.
alone. I was like, oh, okay.
I love that question.
So that was her question to you, or your question to her?
That was one of her questions to me.
It's a great question.
That
That's
wasn't.
a
That
good
was the
question.
one that was not.
And you know, when you're a man, guys, they would never ask that fucking question. They know you do everything alone. You're fine with living alone or being alone. There is nothing wrong with, guys. I real quick, I always laugh at this thing that y'all don't ever see. Guys, a lot of y'all have what I call the Hollywood or the music syndrome. You guys do the same thing they do. There's somebody says, I want to be a box office star, or I want to be a well-known rapper. That is your dream, right? Right? That's what y'all keep saying. But then when you get what you want, you can't handle stardom. And most people, what they do, drugs or freak out because it's like, I don't have a life anymore. I can't even go to the mall anymore like I used to. I can't go to the grocery store. And that's what comes with the territory. See, being alone is not a bad thing. I keep telling y'all guys better enjoy all the lonely times you have right now, because when you get in the game, they want all your time. Everything they want, all your time. They want all your free time. They want all your time if they can have it. They'll let you go to work, but they want your lunchtime. They want your morning before work and after. They want your time. So please understand. I know y'all like, well, you know what? I want to get in this game, or I want to get to Hollywood. We've seen it several times. We see people that, you know what? I want to be a big rapper. If you look at Eminem or Drake. Let's say Eminem. Remember, he's from 8 Mile. He wanted to be big time rapper, right? He got what he wanted. Look at, he can't do shit. He's like a damn in a compound. My same way, let's think about a Hollywood star. Name any Hollywood star. They started off doing commercials and all that. Like, I want to make it big and I want to make it box office. You think Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise or Denzel Washington can go out just walking down the street, just out walking about without people just coming at them? Yeah. It's just how it is. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Come on, man. What Lauren said. She said, I'm busy as fuck, but eventually I want a little time. Yeah, you gotta be, hey, Lauren, you gotta be worth the time, girl. You gotta be worth the time. Gotta be worth the time, guys. Last round of questions, guys. Y'all got But as you can see right here, as I said before, that she's very delusional on everything she's saying. She says she has all this power and strength, but she brought up she's having these issues. She brings up she's still talking to other men that she falls in love with, but because she's not getting the love that she wants, she's falling out of love, but still in love because she's hurt and attached. So, gentlemen, as I say for all you guys out here, this is why we keep telling you, this is what makes women women, but we've got to stop looking at them to be the answer for who we are as men. This is what women are. It doesn't make them bad, but if a woman chooses to mess around and is 51 and alone and single, that's on her. But again, it's just what they want to do. You can't make demands. I guess she said 50. I thought she was 51, but at 52, you can't make the demands that you could when you were 18, 25, or 30. Those are different demands that you had. You had a power. And as you get older, and gentlemen, yes, we all are going to hit the wall. Listen, everybody hits the wall. I do want to say that. So it's not just women, it's everybody. But anyway, guys, any last round of questions? Guys, don't forget, gentlemen, 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Riding with the Dean. We're going to get it. We're going to ride it out. I usually say 2:40. I'll probably do 2:30, but we're going to do that, okay? And I'm just saying that there is no wall, gentlemen, if you don't make a wall. Guys, I guess I hit a wall. You know what I mean? I'm 50. I'll be in August, 54. So I guess I hit my wall. Now, remember, guys, I told you, I can't fuck like I was 20. I admit that. Hey, guys, I will admit that, guys. I can move, but I just can't move the way I could move when I was 20. But I still can move. So I guess I can say I hit a wall. So please understand, you're going to hit a wall when you get older. It's just how life works, okay? So we're all going to get old, and we're all going to turn into shriveled-ass raisins at the end of the day. So just remember that, guys. Just remember all that stuff. I mean, and y'all are going to be better men for all that information and stuff like that. So, yeah. No, I know she's on Black Mirror. If y'all watch, I'm a huge Black Mirror fan on Netflix. So she's on the second episode, I think it is, on Black Mirror. So yeah. So I mean, just don't get it wrong. So it's just something to do, you know what I mean, and to enjoy. So don't look at your age as a bad thing. It's cool. We all gonna get old. Okay, so it's cool. So just try not to count the numbers. It's a secret. Just don't think about it. Just accept it and move on. Just accept it and move on. And that's the best you can do. But I don't smoke, even though I'm a crackhead, and I don't drink, even though I'm an alcoholic. So, gentlemen, please watch the substances that you put in as well, as I say for all you guys out there, okay? All right, that's all I'm saying. So, gentlemen, man, we're about to wrap this joint up, guys. I appreciate you guys. Please appreciate yourselves, guys. Very good show. 2:40, guys. We're going to be kicking it 2:40. We'll be kicking it, Riding with the Dean. I'll see you guys then, gentlemen. And I'm going to change the environment. So I'm going to do some YouTube reaction videos, but I'm going to change the environment. I'm going to be in the backyard doing videos just so y'all can get a new environment, a new scenery. I know y'all probably sick of this black. So I'm going to start doing a brand new reaction videos from outside now that we're in the springtime and stuff like that. So I'm going to start kicking those out, guys. So I'm working on right now. Once I get it done, I'll lace y'all with that. But guys, y'all need me, get at me, themanmindset@gmail.com. Guys, also listen, I put out a brand new game to go today. I told you I'm putting out one. I got a few, got to edit. It's more editing, guys. Guys, you got to understand, when you're in your own team, editing is a bitch. Because you got to edit. So you got to be a arranger, composer, producer, director, lights, grip, voice, volume. You got to do all this stuff. So I got to edit them, but I did get one out. So we got 3 game to go YouTube shorts for you guys out there. All right. The next thing I'm going to be working on is the reaction show I got I'm gonna try to get that out as soon as I can, but I want to add more to it because I want to give y'all I want it to be class. You know what I mean? When I say class, it's not just I like to do the reaction, but I do want to talk about these things and be able to give you class presentation things. So I'll have that as soon as I can. Guys, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate yourselves. Holla at me, guys. And we're going to see y'all soon tonight, 2:30, 2:45 East, riding with the Dean. We got you.